people. I don't have like an opening until I come on, so it's just whatever is what it is. Yeah, Tallulah's over there. I had to take her really crunchy, snappy toy away from her because she's jumping and crunching. Um, Hi, you guys. How is everybody? I can't see the names yet. Every night, there you are. Ah, there you are. You checked your YouTube. Yeah, they don't even notify me on my other account that I'm on. Like I'm like, oh my God, right? So hi Deborah, how are you? I know. Look, she's literally plotting a takeover on the floor. She's literally doing that. I know. She's literally doing it. So funny. I caught her looking out the window this morning. Hi guys. Oh my God. Hi, y'all from Washington. I know we sound crazy, Lisa, because we're like, hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Um, yeah, we always find you. I know it's so funny, right? Yes. Oh my God. Thanks. I just freshened my makeup up. Mississauga, hometown. My tattoo is getting really inky. You know how the ink crawls on it? The ink is crawling. But when I can wash it off on Monday, so that's what I'm doing. I love it. I love it. I know I had a conversation with somebody hey, Lula, she's just causing trouble. I put fresh chicken in her bowl. She didn't want the fresh chicken. Like I made her fresh chicken. She did not want fresh chicken. She did not want that fresh chicken at all. Yeah, I'm from Michigan, but my family's from Tennessee, y'all. I have no excuse. I love saying y'all. Y'all, how y'all doing? Oh my God. Okay, so seriously, in Los Angeles, oh wait, I'm gonna tell you. So first of all, I had a conversation with somebody and they're like, I think, and they're talking about someone else, not me. They're like, I think tattoos ruin that person because people make a judgment. I'm like, good, they can fucking judge because guess what? They judge you when you don't have tattoos. They judge you when you do have tattoos. They judge you all the time. So people be judging all the time. So like I wasted a lot of time trying to fit into a role and now I realize I don't even care. So you want to call me tatted up hoe, call me that. Call me whatever you want. Don't care. But we were talking about another person. They're like, I don't think it does him any good. And I'm like, la, 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 in my head, because I don't think it matters. If you're working with tattoos, you're already fucking working. But what this is I guess it's their perception and I know it's a bunch of crap because women who used to wear makeup, some women get called hoes for wearing makeup. Some women can't do it. Some people, whatever. Hey, Kelowna, how you doing? Tennessee, y'all. I know 5D. I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. I'm going to talk literally. Oh, I'm going to talk literally. Oh, I'm going to talk literally. Oh. Echo on the computer. I was trying to click the link to put it. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in a second because it's literally very interesting what's going on. And there was a shift in Los Angeles today. You don't have to wear masks, but these stupid people are still wearing masks in the store. And so, hey, Erica, you're here. Yeah, these people are wearing masks in the store. But I got in another argument with you know who because he just screaming, you're stupid. But I said, they shouldn't be in the store with the masks on. Really, they shouldn't because we couldn't take the masks off. So now it's the people who have common sense and know the masks don't work. And then, you get the rhetoric, it's a free country, but it's not a free country because for 2 years, we could not take the mask off. I could not walk into the makeup store and buy my makeup without my mask on, right? So, or whenever, unless I knew the people. So it isn't a free country. So on the same respect that those fucking losers wearing the mask did, I'm sorry if you wore a mask. I'm sorry. I got to say though, those fucking people who wore the masks like good compliant little bitches, those people now shoving masks in our face should take those masks off because we were forced to wear them against our will. So now I want to force them to take them off against their will. How about that? That's as free as this country is. It isn't free. It's not free. It's just really not free. But it is interesting. Do you wear a mask when you're sick? Yeah, I'm never wearing a mask, sick or not. I mean, just deal with me. It's not like I'm sitting on your toilet seat giving you herpes. More of a problem, by the way. People with herpes, people with their herpes on their vajayjays. You know who I'm talking about too. This bitch, she knows who I'm talking about. Anyway, people like that with their herpes and they don't care and they keep having sex with people, this is more of a problem. Wow, what is going on, Ralph's? Oh, my bank's going crazy. It's sending me things. Syphilis, yeah, syphilis on the toilet, whatever. I don't know what it is, but there's women that go out there and they meet their husbands, and like their husbands are fooling around, they're fooling around, and they're giving each other herpes. Herpes. And then they're like, wear a mask. I'm like, why don't you clean yourself up and I mean, just shut up. So anyway, I got gonorrhea. Did you say gonorrhea? Yeah, I got in a total huge fight with somebody over that. I'm like, you know what? It isn't a free country anyway because it hasn't been free. And then here's the twisted art syphilis on the face. Fucking exactly. Syphilis, mother bleepers. But here's the other interesting thing with it, right? The gift that keeps on giving. Syphilis. Now they're doing HIV commercials. So I know, right? I don't even know about syphilis on the face. Like I don't know how that happens. Like I don't understand how that happens, y'all. I don't know. But the problem, thank you for that. Thank you, Tara. Thank you. Here's the herpes is forever. But these people have herpes and they're saying wear a mask. I'm more afraid of you and your mentality. The reason you got herpes, because herpes is a disease of shame and they won't speak. So they don't communicate, right? No, herpes is not curable. Exactly. Herpes is free too. You're right. But what I'm saying is these people have issues with their own thing. And like, I'm not saying every person with herpes, because obviously there's people with things they got from their husbands or their boyfriends or their gay husbands or whatever. I hear it all day long and they got herpes. They are pushing HIV again. So the queen is going to be gone this year. And Deborah's like, that fucking queen's going. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you. Hi, Ashley. Love you too. I'm just cracking up. But that's what they're talking about is HIV. So you think it's okay to run around with SARS pneumonia, which is HIV, which consequently was cured from a monkey. I mean, the monkeys. Why are we blaming animals all the time? Anyway, part of what's going on, and this is so interesting. Ding dong, the lizard is dead. Queen Elizabeth. Oh my God. Who's fucking that woman? Yuck. Ashley, thank you for that. But it's just really, no, you got to love the cheating partners. And they're the ones that sit there and they go, it's a free I literally got screamed at from my ex, screaming at me, you're stupid, screaming at the top of his lungs like a banshee. You're stupid, hanging up like a fuck. And it's like, dude, we're not free. No matter what you say, we're not free. We are not free on this planet because for 2 years, bitch, you couldn't go to your doctor's office. You couldn't go get surgery. You couldn't do anything without a mask and getting a test. You could not. I mean, certain places, yes. So where was your speech about freedom then? And why weren't you calling the people in the government stupid at that point? Why weren't you? Oh, no, he just like, Peter's there. No, he just likes to call me stupid. That's how he talks to the women in his life. He's actually a woman hater, misogynist. So, but that's what you get when you marry a man out of a strip club. So, ladies, if you meet a man and you're a sex worker, do not marry them because they hate their mothers. They probably want to fuck their daughters, and that's the problem. So don't do it. Seriously, don't. Who knows what you're meeting? If you're a stripper, prostitute, escort, dominatrix, they all got fucking problems. Don't marry them. Go outside of the sex industry and meet somebody who doesn't hold it against you, okay? Because the sex industry is really low-level vibration because they're purchasing human beings. It's the same. Oh, I know. They're all abused by their mothers. Exactly. They're just pieces of shit. They're pieces of shit, though. Oh, Pretty Woman was a lie. You think, Ashley? First of all, let's be serious. Secondly, why would you marry a man? But she was much younger than him on the show. But why would you marry a man who pays for you because he objectifies you in the paying for you? He's paying for you. But if you're a young girl, you don't know that. You're just like, he's going to take care of me. No, he's going to fuck your head up, call you a whore, cheat behind your back, be an addict, and do all that shit. That's what he's going to do. Looking how Hollywood oh my God, Pretty Woman. I never fell for Pretty Woman because first of all, the guy has money. You know how I feel about those men with money. They're bitches. They ain't giving you their money. If you marry a man who's rich and you're not, Even if you get into that marriage, you can have 6 kids. He is not giving you that money. He is not giving you that money. He will fuck you up. Even if you take him to court, he's hidden a shit ton of money offshore and he's fucking his lovers with them, you know. Was a stripper. There you go, Dawn. Dawn, you and I, we know the same thing. I was a stripper for about 10 years too. You know that. Yeah, make your own money. Exactly. But it's just interesting. I've married 3 times, all true. Karen, let's not get married again, Karen. I make you a deal. These fucking women in their, pardon my language, these women in their 50s, they get divorced and they're like looking for other men. And I'm like, are y'all crazy? Oh my God, stripper named Karma. That's good. Were you a stripper named Karma, or are you just saying that that should be a name? Because I should go into the granny stripping, call myself Karma, and then just fucking knock the shit out of these people. Wait. Come back. I work 6 days a week just to make sure I'm independent, never have to rely. Oh, totally. Don't ever, even if you rely on a man, he will fuck with your children. So even if you marry them and you divorce them, they will fuck with your children. Especially if you have a shitty father who's a misogynist who hates women. Especially if you have that, you're fucked. You are fucked. You're just basically fucked. But I am married 3 times. The third one is going on 23 years. Well, you chose right. I don't have a good picker. I chose completely wrong. Karen, we're not getting married again. I chose wrong, okay? I have no picker. And my judgment of a man, which I'm sure I was off on it anyway, was just that he didn't punch me in the face and he held a job. That's really all I required. You know, because I got punched in the face my first wedding, I got punched in the face. So, you know, all I really required, I didn't think, you know, I just thought, okay, I'm grateful that someone pays attention and they're not going to punch me in the face. That was my 21-year-old self. This bitch right here, this bitch is like, no, you've got to contribute. No more marriage. You've got to contribute. And you have to be reciprocal. And if you're an addict on any level, you're a piece of shit. So no. Sorry, I loved my men, all 3. I was blessed. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you were blessed, because a lot of us have really bad pickers. Really bad pickers. Bobby had a bunch of men, 35 proposals, and the third one was a charm, right? I'm a male stripper, Hunk Oasis, Las Vegas. Okay, Matthew. Matthew. Okay, go see Matthew, you all. He's a male stripper. Do you have the same problem with women that they're man haters in the strip clubs? Are the men that go in the strip clubs? I don't know if it's straight or gay or both, but yeah. Hey, ladies, let's head to Vegas right now, right? So daughter follow, never will marry. Yeah, no, Jen, it's so true. I don't think marriage is a good thing. I don't think marriage is a good thing. I really don't. My picker is so off that I couldn't tell. I've had a very, very violent life from men who were just, it starts with the fathers. If the fathers play head games with the daughters, whether it's violent, hitting the daughters, raping the daughters, sexualizing covertly the daughters, using the daughters as their own covert receptacle for their emotional nature in order to twist their first wives' problem. If they do shit like that, right? If they do shit like that, the daughters are going to grow up and do dysfunctional married things. That's what, I don't believe in marriage either. That's what they're going to do. Never wed, don't care to be. See, y'all are so smart. My only picker is my nose. I can't. Yeah, you're like, let me see. Yeah, divorced and going to van life. Hey, Jeep, Sahara, me too, but I'm in my own life divorcing and I haven't found the van yet, but I may join you. Yes, if you're never good enough for your dad, then you're going to marry somebody. And again, we talked about, I'm not going to blather on the whole show because I want to talk about the ascension. But here's the thing. If somebody's invested in calling you stupid, calling you whore, telling you your faults as if they don't have any faults, we can all pick apart each other's faults, right? Especially coming from people who have a shit ton of faults and they throw, my picker is so off. I can't even say hi to anybody because I'm like, fuck you, I don't need you. Thank you, Tracy, I know your story. I'm really sorry for your story. But that's why you have to write a book, Tracy. And thank you so much for that. See, if your father's a drug addict and you dated losers. But see, I didn't realize I was married to an addict, even though he blames me for knowing he was I didn't realize. I didn't realize my mother was an alcoholic till I got out of the house. Thank you so much, Tracy. I did not realize. Tracy, if you want to talk about your marriage, you're free to do that here. I'm not going to mention your picker, but I don't think it was your picker. I think that that person was extremely manipulative in a way that was so, no one's brain goes to where you went in your life. So nobody thinks of that prior to marrying. I did because I did only because, and I'm not sure I was right in my picking. I'm not sure that I made the correct choice, but just due to my childhood, I went to that. But see, you don't know. Like my mother was a closet addict, and I had no idea. And a mental patient. Okay, understand if they're narcissistic, they don't really exist. If they don't really exist, they take on other people's personas because they don't have a personality of their own. That's why they are addicts. That's why they are addicts. Okay, that's why they're addicts. So I did not know. I did not know. And I did not know. I knew I married someone who drank for some reason. In my 21-year-old mind, I thought maybe, maybe when we have a baby, I'll have a happy life. That never happened. It happened for 3 years. But ladies, you can't change them. If they fucking mental abuse, oh my God, mental terrorist. I used to call John a fucking mental terrorist and a puppet master because literally he could say something and I would respond. Unfucking believable. I didn't realize though that I came from, see, my dad was the target. So you got to look at this. They always target one parent in a family. So somebody has an obvious addiction. The other parent or the co-parent or however it is doesn't actually, so they scapegoat one of the addicts because you're not going to stay married to an addict if you're not an addict on some level. And you can also stay married to somebody. You can come from, thank you for that, Julia. Thank you. Enabler parent, right. My enabler parent, they both went back and forth. My brothers were terrorists. Oh my God. Psycho, right? Psycho, because the parents pitted you. That's how you know there's fights. That's how you know there's fights, when the siblings don't talk, the parent. There's no way you should have two siblings in a family that don't speak, or 3 or 4 or whatever. I'm a male stripper. There you go. Look at Matthew there. Go to his club, you guys. Wait, I don't live with my wife. That's great. Fantastic. I don't think anybody should live together. I think they should come over and fuck you and get the fuck out, right? Or whatever, go shopping, go wherever. But the problem is when you're raised in a household, and this is part of the ascension that's going on right now. When you're raised in a household with such a negative vibration, anybody that's an addict, anybody that smokes weed all day, anybody that drinks, and you don't realize one of your fucking parents, both my parents were addicts. I had no idea about my mother though, because she towed the line. So I didn't realize what a basket case she was. And then, hi, Mindy, how are you? And then if you don't understand it, and that's why therapy is important. You need to find a good trauma therapist and don't go. Do you think male strippers strip for different? Yeah, male strippers, I think from the ones I've met. Now I know a few, and this is no offense, Matthew. I know a few that are straight, a very few. I mean, I have a friend now. He was a Chippendales dancer. And he is straight. I mean, he says he's straight. I believe he's straight, but my picker's off. So don't fucking quote me. I think a lot of men, yeah, I think they will go out there and definitely. I don't know that either sex appreciates the sex that they're dating, like dancing for, right? So I don't know. I am going to do that. I am definitely going to do that. Peter, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, look at the problem we have in our country right now, just to speak. Thank you, Mindy, for that. Narcissists are demons. People who are addicts are demons. They don't have a soul, okay? Addiction, we cater to it too much. The reason being has a lot to do with keeping the human vessel stuck in a very low vibration. So if you, there you go. He was a stripper. Awesome. Beautiful man. And he's married, so he's probably straight, I guess. But he's in Hollywood, so he's probably gay. Actually, truthfully. Dad died this past Wednesday. Oldest brother, hold on, love. Oh my God. Thank you for that. Okay. Dad died this past Monday. Older brother dead this morning. Rough week. Oh my God, honey, what happened? What happened to your older brother? Your dad, I get because he's older, right? So people die when they get older, but I don't know what happened to your brother. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. No. Um, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's hitting you. It's hit. Which is horrible. Thank you for that. And I'm so sorry, love. Yeah, Jesus. I feel the way that we push chemicals in our food and the way that we push um yeah, oh, women, narcissists always treat women like shit. They always do, even female narcissists. And the narcissists get their fucking family members to do it, female or male. So they do it. They make like you're the problem. Whatever. Anyway, the problem with the alcohol and drugs is it keeps you tethered to the lower vibration. I don't care if you drink, and you guys don't care who drinks. I mean, we don't know, like, we're not in each other's neighborhoods. So no one cares about that. But if you are continually spending your life not working on evolving your soul into a Unitarian mindset, and I don't mean Unitarian like everybody should eat in your house and you should invite the homeless in and all of that. I don't mean it like that. I mean literally you speak from kindness and concern to other people without trying to trigger them or control them. If you are not focused on that and you are focused on material things like, I need to get, I don't know, whatever, 3 houses, I need to get all the money, I need to get this, you actually are missing an opportunity to ascend because you're literally being tethered to the earth plane. And the third dimension is hell. Okay. We are literally 2 rungs up from hell. I don't do anything. I think it is a level of hell that we live on. It's not hell like pitchforks and fire, but I don't talk to many people. Look at all of you here. I don't talk to many people that are enjoying this life. There's people fighting for financial things, fighting for houses, fighting for jobs, fighting for cars. This should never be going on. You have to literally get up energetically. You have to get up energetically, right? I hardly speak to anybody, says Deborah. Deborah's like, it can't fucking be me. I'm not leaving my house. I'm in my pajamas. I got my coffee and I'm in the woods. That's what Deborah's saying. See, alcoholism, first of all, opens the portal. I cannot express this enough. We have accepted alcoholism in this country and it's disgusting. You're drinking wine every day, you're a fucking demon, okay? And the reason it's not okay to drink wine, you open your soul up, which puts your family at jeopardy. I know, Deborah's, that's right in the woods, exactly. You open your family up to demonic entities coming into you because you don't even know what you're doing. You talk shit when you drink. That's why people hate alcoholics. You can't drive right because you're fucking drunk. You put other people at risk. You don't think straight. You either argue or you spread your legs or you're too agreeable or, whatever, right? So people don't understand. They're like, oh, a little wine, at lunch never hurt anybody. It absolutely hurts you. And that has a lot to do with why people on this planet don't progress. They can sit there and they'll tell you how they eat. Keep my muffin locked up. The afro muffin. I still haven't gotten over that. Muffin with an afro. I'm like, what the hell? So what happens is you can't ascend to a higher vibration. Alcohol is just, and they lie. Remember, if you're an addict, you're a fucking liar. If your lips are moving, you're a liar if you're an addict. It's fine if my muffin has teeth. If you want to drink, that's fine. I mean, no one can stop you. It's accepted in this society. It's accepted. There's people take everybody and it's all about drinks and it's all about this. It's a huge problem. They have cajoled everybody into a sense of comfortableness with drinking at dinner, drink at lunch, drink. These people do not understand what they're doing because they're literally looking at the alcohol like, this is water, by the way. They're literally looking at the alcohol like it's in this bottle and it's just this. They don't understand that everything has a vibration to it. So even water has a vibration. That's why I keep my water this way. Everything has a vibration. Every single thing. Well, coffee, I think in moderation is fine. It doesn't open up the portals. It speeds you up. It might give you a heart attack. It depends what you're drinking. But Alcohol definitely lets it in. Even wine. People are like, it's only wine. And I'm like, keep doing that every day. Keep drinking every day and watch the shit that you don't deal with the trauma from your life. The trauma, covert sexual abuse. This is not overt. This is when fathers or mothers rely on their children as mates and lovers and speak to them about intimate things and voyeurist and looking and perversion. Okay. So this covert, then there's overt, right? And so it's called spirits for a reason. Totally. And it wrecks your skin and it makes you an ugly bitch. Let's see. I have a few narcissists. They can, oh my God, Sylvia, please. Hello at 8, I'll be 56. This is where I end up, alone with nothing, fighting an idiot in court who thinks that I owe him $2,000 a month. Welcome, right? I guess though, here's the thing. I don't think anybody owes anybody anything. I don't think fucking anybody owes anybody anything. Like if you buy a house together, I guess it's 50-50. I don't think somebody should get more because they're older or they had children. You're supposed to look after your kids if you have children. You're supposed to go to fucking work if you work. That's what you're supposed to do. It is a alcohol and drug addiction, and it's facilitated by the addicts in the home that refuse to get help because addiction is a symptom of trauma. Trauma also tethers you to the earth. So there you go. Putting it, yeah, you're 58 alone with nothing. I got nothing. I get up, I got nothing. I got nothing. That's it. But I'm not going to fake it. I don't need a man. I don't want one and I don't need one. Again, if you have a vibrator, you don't really need a man. A vibrator will work better than a man because it doesn't talk back. Don't hate me out there, men. I'm just saying. And men can do what they want. See, women don't go out and purchase men or take men. Do you get? No, I don't get recognized ever. Once. I should take that back. I got recognized on one of the hiking trails once. But no, people don't know who I'm usually wearing a ball cap, and a lot of times I don't wear makeup, and I don't know people. I mean, in my neighborhood, they know who I am because I'm in my fucking neighborhood, right? But you married Mr. Right. See, you are lucky. The batteries never go out. You don't have to take it to dinner and it doesn't try to rob you. But but anyway, I mean, and even that, I try to save energy literally from sexual anything so that my strength and focus is clear. So a lot of the problems that we have are because we are living in the third dimension. Now, what is a third dimension and how does ascension happen, right? I have peace. You never fucking pull me out of bed again and tell me shit in the middle of the night about fucking helicopters and no more cocaine rants in the middle of the night. None of that shit. None of that garbage or prove it conversations. Prove it. No. How about you prove this? Oh my God, right? 65 years is good. But here's the thing. Yep, no sex. Well, the reason I'm keeping my energy, okay? So this 3D right here. I know, prove it. Yeah, prove this. Fucktard. Right? Oh my God. See? Yeah, I charge mine on a regular basis. Exactly. Yeah, she probably is sleeping somewhere. I don't know where she went. She was on the rampage after my popcorn. But the 3 dimension, they are invested in keeping us tethered to the earth, okay? Yes, I have to show you guys. It's all mudded up. It's mudded up, but I'll show you the picture and it's beautiful. Thank you for that. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, Clara. Thank you so much. I'll show you the picture. This is, no, not that picture. Sorry, wrong picture. Similar picture, but wrong picture. There you go. That's what I had done. And then it looks like, you can't see it really. You can see part of the arm, part of the fist, part of that. You can see it, right? So anyway, here's my point. To anybody that gets tattoos, this keeps you the fuck away from me. If you want to judge me because I have tattoos, or you want to judge Jason because he has tattoos, then you'll stay the fuck away from us, won't you? And by you judging me and staying away from me, I have a more peaceful life. Bye-bye. Anyway, the third dimension is very, very, we have another session. So he has to do, it's got plastic on it, and he has, see, you can kind of see, he did it through my other tattoos because I was a maniac and just started tattooing myself. And his other arm goes through, stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. It is painful. It is painful. but I can't feel anything anyway. So after Keith died, I don't feel shit, so I don't care. And I don't care. And that's that. But anyway, yeah, I love mine. I wish I'd have done this sooner, but I would have marked my body up and had nowhere to put Keithy, given the circumstances. Tattoos can open a portal. They absolutely could, because they put you into a painful state. And there could probably be energy transference between the person tattooing you and the other person. And it may open you up. They could absolutely do that. I always pray to God. I always pray to God. So wherever I am, I'm in my head talking to God. So you can be, whatever, and I'm talking to God. I feel Keith around, and people call me and tell me Keith is around. So I thought he looks like me, which is why he was attacked on Earth. And, because in our family, the attractive ones are attacked. So that is why he was attacked. That is exactly why he was attacked. Ugly people don't get attacked. They're attacked for different reasons. The attractive ones in the world are attacked. But remember, the way that you look is genetic, obviously. Yes, I have my Moldavite right here. It's right here. The way you look is genetic. Like if you have ugly parents, you're probably not going to be, quote, aesthetically whatever. But if you're aesthetically, whatever, yeah, that does count if you have a nice nose. Absolutely. Jimmy was a good looking kid. Yes. Unattractive people are cursed, especially ugly women. They're cursed. Sorry. But in our society, really truthfully, men don't like attractive women. They would rather get somebody who was, they'd rather get an attractive woman who was grateful for getting a date because they can show them off, and she's so dysfunctional, she doesn't even know that she has something to offer when she's younger, right? Yeah, I think Keith does look like me. I don't know why both my kids wouldn't, I don't know why both my kids would not look like me. John throws that at me. You're just like your son. I'm like, of course I'm like my fucking son. Why wouldn't I be like my son? He came out of my body. Loser. Anyway, yeah, so I like attractive and can't help it. I don't really, no, Jimmy didn't come back. He tried to right away, but he left. I don't really look at looks. I see energy and essence of a soul, but again, my picker's off. So please do not judge me. I spent 30 years with my picker off in the midst of the most hellish marriage. Not the most hellish. I think Tina Turner has that grappled. Yeah, ugly people do get attacked, but it's worse when you're attractive, because ugly people can get dates, and they have those are the women that date and date and date and have dates right after they divorce, and they go out and they find another guy. Attractive women don't, because no one approaches them. People like Anna Nicole Smith, when I talked to her, people didn't approach her. They're not going to approach her. They're intimidated. She got weirdos too, okay? She got weirdos. So, and that's the truth. I'm ugly. No, you're not. Well, everybody gets attacked on this planet. But the energy, and when I'm talking about the dimension, I am talking about this. It's true, but I'm telling you, Anna Nicole Smith would call me and she would say, I can't find someone to date. That's Anna Nicole Smith, okay, who I consider to be beautiful. She's beautiful. And most of the women in our society have bitch women that attack them from behind. You know what I mean? It's the women. So men have taught women to fight for men's attention with other women Anna Nicole Smith was stunning. Stunning. Okay, stunning. And she couldn't. This was our conversation. She had men. She fucked men, but they weren't like, she had a little. Well, Larry came about it in a different way. I kind of know a backstory on that. I'm not going to reveal secrets, but it wasn't a usual meeting. It wasn't people that she went out and picked and this and that and the other. Okay. Thank you for that. So you have to watch on this planet. Keep in mind also, if you are any kind of a bright, shiny anything, they will try to throw you off your course. This goes for all of your children. Children, when they're born, have like a brightness to their eyes and they have a happiness. You've got to remember, there are people in your immediate environment and family and all of those things that will try to undermine your children. It's an energy swap. They want to keep the energy. They will give your kids alcohol. They will smoke joints with them. They will give them pills. They will give them cocaine. They will do all kinds of things to pull the energy back and tether you to the third dimension. The third dimension is sex, drugs, rock and roll. I like the rock and roll and the sex. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, and the acquiring of physical things. I got the cars, I've got the 6 houses, I've got, I don't know, the newest iPhone, I've got that blah, 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 whatever. That is the third dimension. So when you're looking at that, we come out of the, that was the 80s for me too. that is what we come into this world. Every single parent's like, I want my kid to go to the special school. So like in California, Notre Dame, or the Catholic private school, or the Jewish private school, or the bad girl school for the really rich kids where Paris Hilton went, or whatever. They want their kids to go there because they actually think it matters. No, it doesn't matter, because they're detracting from the Christ consciousness and the spirit. And here's what people don't understand. If you were to elevate your energy, and I'm pointing, blah, 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 if you were to elevate your energy to where you don't focus on, I don't have a house, I don't have a this, I don't have a that. If you were to do that and just stop focusing like that, if you were to stop focusing in that capacity, the energy of abundance would come to you. Sometimes the people around you take your abundance. If you're a woman and you marry a man for money, and then you fuck with that man and you want to fight him in court and do this, you can derail his business, and vice versa for a woman who makes her own money. So you literally take away the function of them energetically. So what we focus on is everything financial. And people are so dumb, they don't understand. They could make their money by not focusing on it, because it's an energy, not a thing. Money is, I spilled water on this. Money is not a thing like this, like here's a dollar bill. Technically it is a dollar bill, but it's an energy. If you're abundant and you get away from the energy suckers and vampires, the trolls in your family, basically, if you step away from the alcoholic, drug addicted trolls and the asshole trolls known as narcissists, you will make more money than you've ever made in your life. You won't be paying for their shit. You won't be doing their shit. What about Boys Town? What about Boys Town? Tell me. Well, you can find a job. See, you need a job. So here's how you get a job. If you want to know how to maneuver on the third dimension with an ascension principle, ascension is about unconditional love, unity. And I don't mean unconditional like love Charles Manson. It's not what I'm talking about. If you love somebody, love them, whether they're whatever they are or whatever, right? But if you are to focus on your own joy, focus on your joy. So focus on smiling, okay? Enjoying yourself. You have to stop shopping. So if you start focusing on what makes you smile, how do you feed yourself? And they've tricked us in this society. You're selfish. I used to get called selfish because I would exercise first thing in the morning. If I didn't exercise, there's going to be a whole lot of road rage on the road. There's going to be a whole lot of bitching. I had to exercise. I get to count too, okay? And you get to count. So if we focus on helping the self, right? So if you focus on elevating yourself, doing what is right for you, regardless of what your narcissist family member says, your husband who drinks says when he calls you a pile of shit or mocks your tattoos or whatever, because it's whatever they say, the mocks your job, tells you don't really work. I have heard the shittiest things from men, and these people are, I've heard from my female clients literally the shittiest thing. They have met their wives doing their job, and they'll turn around and be like, no, I would never hire her again. She doesn't really work. They are just the biggest, you see, it's all about control and manipulation. So yes, Caitlin Carr, that's a little girl that went missing from Canada. Her mother is Carmen on here. So if you focus, if somebody says to you, what you do is shitty, or as is said to me, first I get told I'm lucky, as if I put no work into this at all. I put no work into this. And then I get told that, my social media, they make derogatory comments. Here's the reality of that. If somebody says anything like that to you, go do something for yourself. Put a big smile on your face and do something. Get a new car. If you don't get a new car, go for a hike. Get a puppy. Draw a picture. Write a book. Do anything, because every time they degrade you like that, and it is a way of control, they're pulling you right back to the third dimension. The fifth dimension is about your connection to the God source and treating the self well. Once you treat yourself well, keep your body healthy, not an addict, because addicts hate themselves, truthfully. They have a trauma and the addiction is a response to trauma. So a lot of lifelong addicts can't even admit their fucking trauma. They're like, no, my life was good. No, it wasn't. Why are you drinking for? Why are you fucking drinking? Why are you taking pills to go to sleep? What are you doing? If your life was so fucking great, your life wasn't great. Okay. So you haven't dealt with your trauma. That is the first thing in order to ascend as well, because whatever negative self feelings you have about yourself, whatever your parents said to you growing up, whatever they did or said, or your grandparents or the school counselor or your swim coach, whoever said the shitty things to you, you have to release that. It stays stuck in the body and you believe it on some level. So you have to, yes, wear the armor of God. Exactly. I don't even care what they say. Get out, get out. So if first thing that everybody needs to do in order to ascend is to deal with their trauma. If you have a rage problem, I have a rage problem. If you have a rage problem, if you think a certain way, if you have a sex issue, if you have a drug issue, if you have a shopping issue, if you have an eating disorder, you have to deal with your trauma because your response is what's keeping you locked in the third dimension. No, I know you do, Deborah. I've been in therapy since I moved out of the house. And my ex would say to me, no, we need to go together. No, we don't, because my therapy is my therapy. It's the reason I fucking married you from childhood. I was not healed, or I would have made a different choice for myself if I respected myself differently. So that's not his fault. That's on me. That doesn't need to be discussed with him because he wasn't in my life when I experienced that. You see what I'm saying? So you have to really understand your own therapy. People give me rage problems. Exactly. You have to really understand your own therapy and you have to find a good trauma therapist, especially when you're sexually abused. Sexual abuse of a child is harnessing the child's energy and keeping it tethered to the third dimension. So you have to understand when you overtly or covertly sexualize a child, like these fucking men that look at 9 and 10-year-old girls and go, oh, she's going to be trouble. Her mother better rein her in. They're sexualizing a 9 or 10-year-old. Stop fucking looking at women that way, you fucks. Stop doing that. Like you're the pervert with the problem that you would say that about a 9-year-old. Maybe you need to watch your fucking eyes and stop saying stupid ass shit like that. But that literally tethers them to the third dimension, which is the beast system. Get as many cars as you can, live in the biggest house as you can, as if that makes you special, your money. It doesn't. Trust me, when you're looking at a dead person on the ground or in a war, no house, no money, no nothing is going to help you with that, right? So that's a third dimension thing. You're not a man if you don't make money. You got to support yourself. That's a given. But other than that, your money doesn't fucking mean shit. What are you doing with your money? Jeff Bezos, what's he doing with his money? Making more money. That's what this fucker's doing. So you've got to actually learn how to find joy. That's the first part of ascension. That's what I channeled. I got a huge download. And it's literally about finding joy in your life. Literally finding joy. Meaning, if somebody's harassing you at home, and it's very... Again, I say, when you actually live in a marriage and you have kids and you're stuck in a house with somebody, oh my fucking God, how do you get away from them? You just literally give up. But let's say you get to go out a couple of hours a day because that person's doing whatever they're doing. So when you go out a couple of hours a day or you go wherever you go, thank you for that. Yeah, no, it's about joy. That's what I just got. I was meditating and they just said it's about joy. So when somebody is caustic to you or cunty to you or fucking alcoholic to you or calls you stupid, ugly, whore, I'm thinking of every name that everyone tells me they're called. Evil. Evil's a good one. They like to call psychics evil. Really? No. You're just on pills. Anyway, when you say that, or loser, or whatever they're saying, first of all, what they're doing is mirroring you with words. So they're throwing their shame, their spit, their guilt right in your fucking face. And then you're mirroring it because they throw it on you and it sticks. You stay stuck in the third dimension. You stay stuck in the third dimension. To ascend, find joy. If you like going to the gym, go to the gym. If you like going to the park, feeding the birds, go to the park and feed the birds. If you like, I don't know, doing something for your neighbor, cutting their yard, go cut their yard. Do whatever. If you like walking around the neighborhood with a toy plane, you know, those guys that fly those things, whatever, what are they, drones? Go do that. If you like driving, go do that. But find joy. Smile in your own self, to yourself, because that's the essence of the ascension. And the ascension is not something that's going to happen. This is a download I got. Okay, so if I'm going against anybody, I'm sorry. But ascension is not happening the way that it's described, as in, like suddenly the angels come and they sing, oh, and we go up there. No, we are already dividing. Look at the a-holes on planet Earth. There's already a divide. There's people still running around with masks on, thinking that that is true. And then there's people running around that can see. So not everybody can see. Exactly. Well, yeah, I was a happy person. When I ran away from home, I was super happy. I was happy. Then I got married. The joy got sucked right out of my life. Anyway, and not for the whole time, but I'll give credit for 3 years. But, you know, really, you have to be careful. If you, and ladies, you don't necessarily need a man to marry to support you. That's an old concept. Like, fucking work yourself. Don't take your man's money. And men who are scum, don't take your wife's money. Fucking work. And I don't care how old you are, work. But it's really interesting because the ascension happens from the divide from people. Okay, so the divide, those people that believe what they hear on TV, those people that think going to a bar every day and drinking is good, you know, driving 2 hours in traffic is good, buying a third house or having a house in a different country or traveling around the world or Gucci, wearing ugly ass Gucci shit, right? So those people are caught in the third dimension and the divide is happening. If you start to find joy, so if you like to go get your nails done, go get your nails done. If you like to go cut your hair, cut your hair. If you like to go get plastic surgery, get plastic surgery. If you like to buy makeup and try makeup. If you like to walk your dog or buy 2 dogs or have a cat or have a bird or have a parrot or whatever, then enjoy that, smile at that, feel that, and you'll start ascending and you will start to see these people. Now, here's what's so interesting. When you go out in public and you see the people for what they are, just designed to make you sad or piss you off. Yeah, well, those are narcissists or alcoholics. Alcoholics are narcissists. Drug addicts are narcissists. They are only concerned with their addiction and what they say. They don't let you speak. They scream at you, especially when they're either coming up or down. They throw shit at you. They gossip behind your back. They get enablers, which are flying monkeys, all of whatever. They get those people, and that's what they do. That's what they do. And I saw this beautiful thing. I posted it on my, David Icke speaks the truth 100%. He's been banned out of every country. Right. But he can see. Once you can see, I put something on my Instagram, Dick Gregory. Y'all know who I know Dick 3D is fear and all of that. Fear. I have to have health insurance because something might go wrong. If nothing is wrong right now, you don't really need health insurance. You need accident insurance in case something goes wrong, or gap insurance. You don't necessarily need, quote, health insurance, right? So they get you on the principle, well, you need a job that's attaching you to the government to work 40 hours a week so you can get the pension when you retire. How about you work for yourself and you retire every day doing something that's fun, right? Right. So you find joy. So Dick Gregory, do you know, when my kids were little, and I think I only had Jason at the time, I don't have health insurance. I don't have health insurance. I literally don't have health insurance. It's not mandatory anything. I don't go to the doctor. I don't have to go, and I don't pay for health insurance. I pay cash if I want to go see somebody. I go to an urgent care and pay cash. If I want surgery, I pay cash for the surgery. I don't need insurance. I don't need to ask the government's permission to get a surgery done, have them go back and forth and feel if I'm valuable based on what I make per year based on the government. No thanks. I don't do that. There's nothing wrong with me. And if they charge me during tax time because I don't have health insurance, okay, go ahead and fucking do it. I still don't have health insurance. So, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know I don't have dental insurance either. No, I don't care. I pay for the dentist. If I need a root canal, it's $900, whatever. So go do that. I mean, it's better than me paying 5, 6 thousand. And dental insurance is a crock of shit because you have to pay so much into it, then you have to use it by a certain time. The only kind of insurance I've had for dental is through Costco group insurance, and you can pick where you go, and it's like $80 a year or 90, something like that. Anyway, that's the only thing I've had. So instead of costing me $1,300, it cost me $900. I'm still paying cash either way. And so are you when you go to your dentist. So that's good. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not sick. So I will never get into the mindset of, see, you're getting your implants. Good. Do whatever you want to do. Get into the mindset of, I'm not sick. So if you're not sick, then why do you have to carry this insurance your whole life? That's so the government makes money. That's the 3D trap. Fear. What if something happens? Well, what if it doesn't? So every time you tell me, what if it does? I'm going to say to you, what if it doesn't? But then also comes personal responsibility with that. Do you smoke pot every day? Do you smoke cigarettes? Are you drinking every day? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you eat like shit? Do you exercise, or did you sit and not do shit for years, right? So I don't do that. I don't play that game. I just don't want to. I'm sorry. Sorry if it's offensive, but wait. I see what you're saying. I mean, like, because that's what it is, right? I want a chin and neck lift. Then save up for it and go find someone, barter with them with your cash. And dude, you're not going to get it from the government. They don't even consider if you get a cavity here or knock this tooth out, they want you to have a metal tooth. Otherwise, it's considered cosmetic. So let me get this right. You want everybody to think I'm like the 60-year-old rapper at this point with my metal tooth. Is that what we're saying? No. Pay your shit yourself. We look awful stupid dying from nothing. I know, right? But we're not, I don't have anything wrong with me. And people go, well, you could. No, you've been brainwashed to think you could have something wrong with you because you do stupid shit. You all do stupid shit. Hi, Jared. You do stupid shit. So you're going to make yourself sick. I mean, if you're going to snort cocaine and have it eat your brain layer, then that's your own fucking problem. If you overdose, it's your own fucking problem. Sorry. I mean, I feel bad for you that you're stupid and you do that because I know addiction is a reaction to trauma. But the truth is, as soon as you deal with your trauma and that's connected to God, that's where they are right about that. Root canals are torture. Yeah. Oh, 900. Well, even if it's well, yeah, you have that. So pay whatever it is for the root canal. It doesn't mean your dental insurance covers that. And you have to get permission and you have to do this. I'm still going to pay cash whatever country I'm in. If it's $2,500, I'm still going to pay cash. I don't care. I mean, I'm serious. Dentists will pay off for you when you offer them cash. They'll take half down and half on. That's how I worked with people always, whatever. So yeah, the pharmaceutical, now just keep an eye how they keep you trapped in the 3D. So what they want, well, then you have to take care of your teeth though. Like, you have to take care of your teeth, but we don't. None of us do really. Since we're little, we all eat jawbreakers and candies. We chew and bite. I chew ice. It's really bad. Anyway, Keithy used to chew ice too. But what they do is they keep you stuck in a cycle. Like once you get over 60, you're supposed to go to the dentist. You're supposed to get a colonoscopy. You're supposed to get this. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to. When you're 50 or so, I don't want to. I don't want to get mammogram. I don't want to do it. I don't care. And there's nothing wrong with me. No, I don't have to. I mean, if I'm dying and I die of it, so I die of it. Great. I mean, people are under the impression that if they do this, it's going to keep them longer. And it may in some instances if you're in your 30s and stuff. But if you've already hit 50, your goal is to start focusing on ascending and connecting to your soul and connecting to those people and letting the people know that you love, right? So let those people know it. Now, the more that you can express unconditional love, even in the face of a fucktard in your life, as in you don't have to be around them, but you can express unconditional love to them without trying to get even or being vengeful, the more you're going to ascend. Now, what does it mean when we ascend? When we don't have to have them in your life. Like if you have a psycho, you don't have to have them in your life. But the truth is, love is unconditional. So even if your child dies, you love your child. I talk to Keith the same way. I do that. That's what I do. He's not here. I love Jason no matter how cranky he gets. His father, still unconditional love, but I don't have to put myself in harm's way of whatever verbal lashing is coming my way. But I can still be unconditionally loving and not be vengeful. So that's the choice I make. And we die every fucking day. There's a little death every day. That choice that I make, I choose to ascend. So I am going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to drive around. I'm going to exercise. Hi, Bobby. Aw, I'm back. Had to go eat at Delta Blues. Good. I'm sorry you had to go through that today. Did the fascinator last? The fascinator, the hat thing that I never knew about. Anyway, you do what you feel is correct. That's how you ascend. But here's what's going to happen. This is what the download was I got. In the next like 13 months, so to the end of this year and into 2023, we're going to see a bigger divide. People that are tenaciously holding on to the third dimension. Rappers, I need money, I need this, I need that. You know, it needs to be like this, that kind of thing. I need another house. I need to fuck over my person. I need to embezzle money. The Bernie Madoffs of the world and their underlings all the way down. But you're going to start to see the reality. Those that can see, okay? Those that can see, all right? So when you can see, you need to actually see. And when you can look at them as what they are, which unfortunately is pathetic, kind of, you know, I mean, if you're an adult and you're talking to people like that, you're pathetic. So if you're an addict, if you're active, and we give too much credit to it, it's a way to tie you to the 3D. First thing we should be doing is keeping our bodies clean as they can be. That doesn't mean you can't have a drink or smoke a joint once in a while, but we should be cleaning our bodies so that our energy resonates with ascension. That's the first thing. No matter what it is in your body. Ascension. So ascension is to raise the vibration. So that is not to be common. Yeah, Kenna has her hands full. She does. You need to, well, yeah, because you know, monkey see, monkey do in a family. If you raise a family of boys, all of the boys in the family with a woman hater, you know, they're going to be raised by a misogynist. You shouldn't marry these men because you don't realize it. You're just stupid. You're young. But, you know, again, if you meet a man in a sex club, stripper, prostitute, dominatrix dungeon, I don't care where you meet them, don't marry them because they've got issues. They're paying for you. The reason they're paying for you is because they think they own people. So just don't. Yes, well, your mom's a narcissist. If she's competing with her daughter, she's a narcissist. And then there's those women that fucking undermine 41 and still dumb. You're not dumb. Took me a long time to understand. Yes, I did work in strip clubs. I married a man I met in a strip club. Did that work well for me? No, it didn't work well for me. I did work in strip clubs. I was 14. That's correct. Are we shaming me? I hope we're not shaming me because I'm a chick and I was really fucking cute when I was 14. I hope we're not doing that. But yeah, I worked in strip clubs. I mean, yeah, I did. And I married a man I met in a strip club because you marry people where you are. And that man, it wasn't the best choice for me. I wasn't the best choice for him. He clearly has stated that he married me because he was high. That's not a love thing. That's a drug addict thing. So he married me because he was out of his mind with drugs and alcohol and couldn't fucking keep his mind together. So he probably didn't even know who he married. And I just fucking married him because, you know, I thought what I thought at the time. So that's it. He was high and I just thought, oh, I'm going to have kids. I didn't realize you do not know the dysfunction you marry. So be very careful of that. If there are women, watch how a man treats his mother. If he you're not fat, Crystal. I'm fat, she says. Yes, because I'm so worldly too. That's why he married me. I was a hoe, you know, at 14, apparently, according to fucking everybody. It doesn't matter. I did what I did. I'm not ashamed of it. They all wanted me to be ashamed of it too. That's the thing. If you meet a man in the sex industry and he is ashamed and doesn't want you talking about it because you were a stripper, he has the shame. I don't have shame. I don't have shame. My family didn't take care of me. I took care of me. I did that. So whatever. But anyway, yes, good intentions and exactly the road to hell. Exactly. But the point is, I always worked. I worked before I met him. I worked after I met him. I didn't need a man. I'm not ashamed. I think I say I'm a fucking stripper. I did see my boys, and truthfully, I wanted my children. That didn't turn out so well either. I mean, in as far as it goes, as a lot of people's child raising doesn't, because the adult parents, myself included, start fighting like this, and your kids get fucked up from it. So if I were to say anything about helping, I don't believe in. I feel like I have one. Okay, no, I do not believe in soulmates the way that it's described. Bobby knows Anna Nicole Smith too. Soulmate means person, soul that you've spent prior lifetimes with. Could be your parents, could be your best friends, could be whomever you have spent soulmate, right? So the mother doesn't always tell what yeah, no one taught me how to date. I mean, I was getting abused in my house. So, I mean, my choice of men, if they don't punch me in the face, again, I'm thinking I'm doing well. Like, if the guy doesn't physically put hands on me, which pretty much everybody did until I married the second husband, if they don't physically put hands on me, I'm like, I scored. I'm not getting punched in the face. That's what happens. That's what you think. That's what you think. That's what you think. It's an abuse thing, right? So that's the truth. That's how I judge. If somebody doesn't hit me, I was like, I'm lucky. That's just, I'm sorry, it was true. That was my 14, 15, 16-year-old self. Okay, that self now, you hit me, you'll get shot. That's what will happen to you. Yeah, no, it's just when you come from abuse. I'm not saying like poor me or anything like that. I'm literally saying that is the way that I thought. I thought if they had a job and had a car and they didn't hit me and this is also a trick. I did not understand that when a man has children and he dates you and you're the same age as his children, he's really fucked up in the head, okay? Really fucked up. I didn't know that then. I just thought in my head, I thought he raised his children and they seem okay and he doesn't hit them. So I thought that was good. So, but you're fucked in the head. Like, don't date men your kids' age or women your kids' age. Don't do that. So don't do that. That's a control and that's a dysfunction. So either someone taught them to do that because women their own age don't like them, right? They can't get along with them because of their addictions, or they've got some covert sexual problems with their kids. That goes for women that date younger men their kids' age too. I'm talking literally the age, not 10 years difference or whatever. I'm talking the same age. The same age. I'm the same age as my stepkids. That's completely irresponsible to do that. Don't do that. Like, it says a lot. It says a lot. Do not. You did meet Anna before she was famous. Do not do that, because it tells me either you got a perversion towards your kids or you really want to control something and you want someone your kid's age so you can mold them the way you want to. There's a problem with that. Like, I wonder what Jason would think if I dated somebody Jason's age right now. Seriously, what would Jason do? Jason would lose his motherfucking mind, okay? Like, he'd probably try to punch the guy out. Was John bullied as a kid? I can't imagine he wasn't. Probably. I mean, we're all bullied, right? He never told me he was bullied, though. We're all bullied as kids, right? Don't you remember in grade school? Dodgeball, smack and whap. So anyway, can you imagine? Seriously, look at your kids and then ask yourself what kind of person marries somebody their kid's age. Ask yourself that. And it's not love. It's not love. I don't know if John's handsome. I have no answer for that because I never looked at him. I never saw what he looked like. I saw my children on his back. And I never paid attention to what he looked at the time. A sick person marries somebody their kid's age. Oh, no, I loved you. You were intelligent. No, that's like me dating one of Jason's friends, literally Jason's age, which is 29 turning 30, and saying that they have intelligence, that I can communicate with them and that I love them. No. I'd be fucking lying. I mean, I might want to fuck them if that's what the man's thinking, but like, what's that about, right? I mean, I didn't want to slap them. Yeah. Oh, Pablo Picasso. Interesting, Peter. I know somebody in his family. I know the last daughter, of Pablo Picasso. Actually, her mother was the last woman to have an affair, one of my clients, with him, and she is the daughter of him. She was raised by someone else. The mother was the much younger woman, the last woman he dated. and Lola's the last one, the last daughter. So anyway, the last one recognized. I don't think that her mom was married to him. But anyway, it can be a karmic relationship, but you have to fucking know, okay, ladies, not that it's not, I don't even think it's funny to think about. Go think about dating, bringing home a man your child's age. Okay? They say it's true. I wasn't there. I don't know. But go do that. Go bring home a man your child's age and see what the family. First of all, you set your lover up by doing that. So when you bring someone home, you set he was so trusted, just look at um yeah, one of my clients literally is his last child. She's in her 60s, but her mother was the last lover of Picasso. Yes, it doesn't matter. The reason you have younger wives is A, because we're taught in this society it's okay. We're taught that, right? Half your age and 7 for correct age of a partner. Half your age and 7. Yeah. If you're marrying somebody your children's age, you're a fucking asshole or a bitch. The reason you're doing that is for control, or you have a covert sexual issue with your children. Period. It's not right. Like when you're 20, you think it's great. Oh, this older man, whatever. It's not. When you grow up, you realize what a fucking pig that person is. And there's no love there. What it is control, and it's molding, and it's not right. Pimping. Yeah, I think it's very icky, actually. But see, I feel like I was babysitting. I know. Can you imagine? You'd be like, shut the fuck up. They just think so differently. Of course you're going to fight them. But when I realized what I did from my childhood abuse, whether I love the man or not, it's not the point. How do I know I was even thinking right? How do I know I was thinking right when I was that young, right? Yeah, they do. It's May, December romances, but they don't. Madonna does it, but I think she's a sick bitch. She's sick. Her boyfriend's 28. Why does he want to fuck a 60-year-old or whatever she is? I can't believe any man my age, never mind half my age. But I know, right? Madonna, I just said Madonna. But see, I had to hook up with older guys. He was like, are you age? Well, yeah, of course the older men don't care. If you're fucking somebody your child's age, literally your child's age, and I was 2 months younger, you've got a problem. So no, I didn't fuck him for money. Thank you very much. I worked. And men do not give their money up. They do not give their money up. They do not give it up, okay? Rich men will, like in Pretty Women, till they get the women, but once they cage the women with children, turn them into Guatemalan squat maids, and fucking make them do all of their dirty work while they go off with their gay lovers or their mistresses, either or on the down low, then that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Yeah, see your parents. That's right. 23 years is wrong. I just think now, looking back on it, it's wrong. It's energetically not correct. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. We can see Madonna does it too. We can see James Woods does it by 40 years. 40. What's wrong with him, Grandpa James Woods? Like, stick your dick in your pants and fucking leave the 21-year-olds alone. Right? Oh my God. I like a few of her songs. Me too. Madonna, they're showing. Yeah, I don't know who they're showing now, but whoever it is supposed to be like 60 something, whatever. Sloan, younger men, too mature, older. Yeah, I find, well, the older men I know are pretty fucking immature too. Like, I don't know. I don't meet many mature people. Like, I meet some pretty stupid fucking people. But anyway, not about that. But look at the ascension. Look what we're taught. We're taught to focus on Madonna. Right. It's a material girl and a material world. We're taught to focus on the things Madonna does. Get your wealth. Have your 6 cars. Look at Jay Leno. Can you please tell me why Jay Leno needs 400 cars or whatever he does? Why? Why? I know he likes to collect them, but what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Catherine McPhee and David Foster. Yeah, okay, David Foster. Sure. If I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. No, men do not take care of women. Men do not. Men do not. Russell Simmons, exactly. Men do not take care of women. Women birth the children. Men work. They're supposed to fucking work. Women birth the children, and men usually don't end up taking care of them. That's why there's divorce, because they ain't taking care of them. They're telling you they're taking care of them, but I haven't met a man that can take care of me the way that I can take care of me, to tell you the truth. They lie about it. I can do everything they do. I'm sorry, it's true. Yeah, well, no, it's not. See, they say daddy issues. Let's just say if you are a woman that does that, maybe you've been raped in your childhood and that's why you're going so much older. So it's actually daddy molestation or covert sexual abuse where they spy on you when you undress and shit, overconfidence, show you porn and shit like that. That's your problem, is trauma. You don't have daddy issues. Like they always make it the women's fault. Daddy issues. That's our whole society. Oh my God, Jennifer, what were you diagnosed with? Wait, I just missed that whole thing. That is this whole society. That's our society. So in order to ascend, the download that I got is in the next 13 months, we are literally going to be seeing a divide. So those that unite with taking care of themselves first, so that they can radiate joy. The word was joy that they used with me. So when you can radiate joy in your life because you enjoy what you're doing, whether it's your job at McDonald's or you like mommy issues, exactly, or you like, hiking, or you like whatever. No, it's not about the age, the way the person looks. It's about why they would date somebody their child's age. That is an unhealed perversion. I'm sorry, it is. It is not a good thing. There's nothing right about it. There's nothing. I don't care. I don't care what people say. When a woman wakes up in her 30s and realizes what that fucker did and what she agreed to, her 50% of it, she knows, because she's not even a grown-ass person till she's 30. And then she's stuck with somebody that targeted her. And I do believe that. I'm sorry, I do. I'm sorry, I do. At this point in my life, I actually fucking believe that. I don't think that they have good intentions. I don't think they love you. I think that they're using you. I'm sorry, that's just really what I think. They may do what men do this much, because what do you know when you're 20? Even if you are a stripper, what do you know? What does a stripper know? She just knows the guy's not going to hit her in the face. That's what she knows. If the guy has a job, she knows he's not taking her money, because most strippers are giving all their money away. They're taking care of other people because they've been sexually abused in their childhood. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, men. But I don't know about the male strippers, but I'm just saying, for the females, I talk to a lot. So, and then they get abused by society. They get called whores. Well, if your husband or daddy wasn't in the strip club and didn't bring home strippers, then, take it up with your relative. Don't take it up with the stripper. Idiot. And then it goes down. That's what happens. And they always want younger. They always think it's funny. Why can't you deal with women your own age? They too smart for you? They too smart for you, right? They can see your tricks and call you on every single one of your fuckery tricks. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, well, it takes like 30 years. I just really feel it takes. I was 21. I didn't know shit, in spite of the rumors of me being worldly all over the fucking world, In spite of me being a stripper, I didn't know shit. I didn't even know how to write a check, okay? I never got out of 8th grade. I never knew how to do anything. I took off at 14 with the clothes on my back and left. That's what I did to get out of my house. That's what I did. So how would I be worldly? I didn't know shit. I just knew they were going to pay me for this, and I couldn't even understand why they were paying me. So I was like, okay. So from there, I built myself up, like all kids who go out like that, all kids that run away, right? That's what they do. They build themselves up. But don't think they had any rule. Don't think anyone told them how to date. Don't think anybody gave them proper advice. Don't think anybody did anything in their best interest, because they didn't, or they wouldn't have had to run away to begin with. And even street smarts, I wasn't that smart. I was lucky. I should be dead. And so the ascension comes from the people that know the truth, meaning when I was just a baby, I don't care. I mean, I say that over and over again. I rant on it because it was just given the other impression. And then when you marry somebody, anybody, who is an addict, they're fucking with your head. They're lying. They're fucking around behind your back. This is what alcoholics do. If an alcoholic tells you he doesn't cheat, he's a fucking liar. If a drug addict says it, they're a fucking liar. Because that's all they do. They're in bars. You just moved out. Yeah, I ran because the truancy people were after me. And then I got caught. So I stayed in a group home for 8 months at 15 and a half. Then I was gone again. So it took him a year to call me. I was really stupid. I didn't know I had anything to offer anybody. And a lot of young girls don't. And you marry a narcissist. If you marry an addict, you're marrying a narcissist. They are addicts. They have problems. So remember, ascension doesn't mean you can't ascend if you have those issues. But the first thing is to find joy. And the way to find joy is through the self. And so the self cannot be self-medicated. So Andy Warhol, or yes, I know Andy. No, I haven't heard from them, but I know who they are. Yeah, I was really stupid when I was young. Really fucking stupid. Not bright in any sense, but no, I was stupid. No one ever accused me of being smart, and that was fine. Yeah, see, 15 years, too much. That's decades of experience. They know how to manipulate you. They know your fears. I would know how to fuck with a 30-year-old. Come on. Come on. I know exactly what to say to a 30-year-old to make them fucking desperate. Basically, you hit them in the wallet and tell them they're not doing not doing well financially, and that they're not going to have a job for their life, and they don't have a pension, and and then you'll fucking put them into a, yeah, no, addicts don't love people at all. That was my mistake. I feel like it was. I mean, addicts love their addiction, so they can't love people. So don't waste your time on an addict. But that is also part of the ascension. I left at 15. I lied and said I was 19. I didn't even lie and say I was 19. They didn't care how old I was. I don't think anybody asked. Yeah, no, we learned from our mistakes. But, when you waste 30 years of your life in a relationship that's other than 3 years not good for you. Sloan, I'm at 30 years with mine and had enough. I left at 33 years. 33 years with I'm not gone. 33 years. What I'm saying is my ex used to chase me everywhere I went. Oh my God. I used to just get prove it prove it like this, like I was on fucking trial. I will never do that. You know what? You think what you want to do. I used to keep receipts and shit. They're not interested in hearing you. They're not interested in hearing you. So here's what you have to do to ascend. All of those people that want to fight you, here's how you win. You let go of the fight. Let's see, you look younger now than at 20. I was having a nervous breakdown. I was bulimic. I was sick. I was coming out of a very bad marriage of 4 months. I was sick. I wasn't healthy. Mentally, physically, anything about me wasn't right. I am right now because I'm trying to, I wasted 15 years, but had kids. Yeah. I wasted 30 years and I had kids, but you can have kids with anybody. You don't have to have them with an abusive, verbally mental terrorist person. You can have kids with other people. Like, your kids would come through someone else. So, it depends. I guess it depends who the karma's with, because sometimes the parents, I share my experiences, but I have a lot of guilt over it because I know that people listen to it and I feel bad, but it's my truth. I mean, people don't want me to speak my truth. It's my truth. It pissed me off. It pissed me off in the divorce. It's just like I'm leaving an old man in a divorce. This is how the appearance of it is, that I'm leaving somebody old. Do you think I fucking wanted to get divorced at 33? No. I mean, 33. 30 plus years later? No, I didn't want to have to leave my home. I couldn't take it a second more. That was it. And I'm pretty fucking patient, okay? I couldn't take it. Couldn't take it, okay? Could not take it. But it gives me the appearance of being a very selfish, manipulative bitch, because when somebody's in their 70s and you're younger, you appear like the whore that left him and fucking used him for 30 years and then left because he was too old. And that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. It's just, yes, eating disorders are like addictions. I don't have one anymore, but clearly I eat. I love popcorn. The cat ate my popcorn, not the point. She found her way into my popcorn bag and started like playing with it. But you see, you look like that was my fear. I wanted to leave. I wanted divorce, but I left everybody in the house. The point is, you look like the bad person. But somebody who screams at you is sick all fucking day long, all fucking day long, and my kids too. It really ruined my kids. I told you, my son said, "Why don't you just stay with him till he dies?" As if my life wasn't valuable. That was Keith before he died. When I left, Keith told me, "Why don't you just stay with him till he dies?" As if I should give my life up for his father because that's my purpose. That's abusive. That's not right. I mean, I don't think he understood what he was saying exactly. He probably just didn't want to do that. But having said that, you know, that's not okay to say to somebody's mother. Why don't I deserve to be happy? Why doesn't his father deserve to be happy? We both deserve to be, they don't get there is so much more. Oh, there's so much more. No, there's so much more. I mean, 70, he hit a gold mine. Yes, here's the thing. Ladies, when you marry an older man at 20, it's fine. If you stay for 30 years and that fucker drinks and loses his business and doesn't make money and you do, guess who's paying alimony? Probably you. That's it. Because he's going to pay the poor old card, but it's going to negate to how much money he drank when you didn't drink and how much of all of that, right? When I left, he started telling people he didn't. When I left, he started telling people what he didn't. Yeah, Keithy was young, right? He was parroting. Oh my God. Love is Scorpio. You should hear the shit. I can't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They know different now. I don't have to give my life up, right? I don't have to give my life up because you're older. You chose to marry me and you were older. So if you were older now, that's your problem. And that goes for anybody who's older, male or female, Madonna included. Okay? Madonna included. Madonna, you should let the young ones go. Like, let them go. Madonna, send them back, right? My ex stole my wedding ring behind my back. Oh my God. I don't know. You know, Pamela Anderson has a thing. She seems like Liz Taylor, where whoever they fuck, they marry, because somebody's called her a whore probably in her life too. So she's like, I marry them. I'm not a whore. Her picker is off. Her picker is off as well. She needs to stop picking. Her picker is off. It is my truth, but they don't like you speaking truth. They don't like you speaking that. So, you know, truthfully, if you say stuff like that, but it doesn't even matter because we're talking ascension. So here's the thing with ascension. Anybody in your life who does anything that takes your joy will block you from ascending. What about, oh my God, Kate Beckinsale. I saw her in a restaurant. She's strikingly beautiful. She's extremely tall. She's extremely tall. Okay. Extremely tall. Kate Beckinsale. And very, very like put together and beautiful, but stone cold, stone face. Couldn't read the energy at all. Could not read the energy. No, her picker's off, not her pecker. Yes, tourmaline is perfect for grounding. Obsidian, tourmaline, I said obsidian, tourmaline, pneumite, all of these things. So when you're doing wanting to focus on, see, but that's sick that we say she loves the young. What's wrong with Michael Sheen? Okay, who is Michael Sheen? Charlie Sheen? Martin Sheen. You talking Charlie Sheen? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know which Sheen you're talking about. Emilio Estevez, Martin Sheen, Michael. I don't even know who Michael Sheen is. Sloan. Reva Steamcamp and Oscar Pistorius. Yeah. Sheen. I don't know which Sheen. She might mean Martin Sheen, right? Well, he was gay. So Martin Sheen raised a Charlie Sheen, married Emilio Estevez. You know, it's Illuminati family. Let's be serious. Michael Sheen married Kate Beckinsale. I don't even know who that is. I do not know who that is. I'm sorry. I have no idea who that is. A British actor. I don't really know who they are unless it's from before. Pistorius. Yeah. The guy that, do you really think that, yeah, that was a ritual. Also the little girl, on young men, but see, there's something wrong with her that she wants young men like that. There's something wrong with her. She's in her 40s. There's something wrong with her. Of course she wants a hard body. Of course she wants a big dick. I get it. Who doesn't? Whatever. You want an attractive partner, but you're targeting somebody that's 20 years younger than you as a woman. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? Just like seriously. That's a problem. You have a problem. It isn't love. You want control. That's it. Period. You want to mold them. I don't care what you say. I lived it and that's it. I already think the aliens are here. I think the aliens are here. But here's what's going on. The aliens, of course, want to inhabit human hosts. Sean Penn, you know I fucking hate him. Fucking hate Sean Penn. They want to inhabit human hosts, right? So is the vaccine connected to that? That's something Deanna asked me today. I mean, I asked her, what does she think the vaccine is for? Because you'll notice they're not pushing a vaccine right now. They're not pushing anything right now. They're not pushing anything. They're not pushing COVID, a vaccine. They're not pushing any of it. Why? Why? Where did it go? Is it just the Ukraine now? Or is it, what is it? So yeah, they want hybrids of people. That's what I'm wondering. The people who took the vaccine, are they open to being taken over by entities in order for them to keep us trapped here? That's ascension. This is the divide that you're seeing. So remember, if anybody, I don't care if it's a waitress at Starbucks, I don't care if it's the girl at the restaurant, I don't care who it is. If they are medicated, alcoholics, screaming at you, calling you names, in order to ascend, you have to find your joy. The divide is going to get even bigger because we cannot be around people that take away our joy, right? That's what they told me. The joy will elevate you. And the elevation, the ascension is about understanding what this world is, not what they told us it is. The second you're born, you got to do these idiot parents. They're putting their kids in kindergarten or private Catholic school or private Jewish school or private school, and their kids got to be on the hockey team and their kids got to be the best and da 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 da. That's not what it is. It's about the act of self-love for the self. And I don't mean like only for the self, but the act of loving and appreciating the self regardless of the material, regardless of the coffee, the rings, the nails, the hair, whatever. That opens you up to connecting and unifying with everybody else. That's how the power and the Christ consciousness comes in. The lower levels of energy, okay? Burbank, I'm in your city. Well, obviously I live there. The lower energies, lying, cheating, drinking, drugging, control, vengefulness, wickedness, just on a whole, hurting people for no reason because you're wicked. All of those things ground you. And so you will notice those things. Do not let anybody play you into that. I pray to God in the name of Jesus. Amen. That's it. Do not let anybody. Notice how people respond to you when you speak about your religion, when you talk about your religion, when you talk about your beliefs. If they mock you, if they call you names, if they say things to you, okay? There you go, Burbank. Hello, I Nails in Burbank, Vicky. San Fernando Road. But if they mock you, thank you so much for that. Thank you. If they mock you, if they make fun of what you do, let's say you're a garbage collector. I actually know some really wealthy garbage collectors, but let's say you choose to work as a ski instructor or garbage collector and you make a minimum wage. That is going to keep you stuck if you fret over that. Ascension is about dropping the 3D. So let's go over what's in the 3D. War. I just keep thinking of the Seinfeld episode with Elaine and Jerry telling her, war, what is it for? War and peace. Sorry. That just came into my head. Anyway, what is a 3D? Getting your kids into this. I get mocked all the time. I'm called crazy. I'm not crazy. This is my belief. And you got as much chance of going my way as they're going their way. Anyway, yes, I do believe in, I absolutely believe in it. But we have to understand that when people are stuck in the 3D, they are stuck on, what if I get sick? Fear. That puts you into a state of fear. Do you see that? If you have to pay $500 a month for insurance, or you have to, yes, ego death, exactly. Do you have to let go of the ego? That's the hardest for me. I'm a Leo and I have a huge ego. So that's very, very hard. Very hard, especially if I feel like you're fucking with me, very hard. But look at it this way. When you come into this world, parents tell their kids, be a teacher, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be a nurse, get a pension. So you get health insurance. You can get it without relying on that. Number one, you can get it without relying on that. All right. So that's the first thing. So they get you stuck in the idea that you need them to function here. No, you don't need them to function here. That's what they tell you you need. You're paying $500. Look what you're paying for car insurance in case you get in an accident. And by the way, if you get in an accident, they raise your car insurance, right? So they're punishing you for getting in an accident, which it's their fucking job to do that, right? And you're more apt to get into an accident than you are to have like these weird illnesses. So they put you there. What do the doctors do? What do the practitioners do? What they do is they get you to go in 4 times a year, and they talk to you about your blood pressure. They talk to you about this. They talk to you about that. I don't need any pills. I don't need that shit. It's fine if you need it, but I don't. And I made sure not to get myself on that wheel like a hamster. So once, which they call the matrix. So step out of that. You have to have an ego death. Very hard. I haven't given that up yet. I still got my Leo ego. I'm sorry. But you have to. I would never pay for health insurance. Yeah, I'm not paying for health insurance. I don't. Yeah, the ego's very hard though. Like if someone says something shitty, my instinct is to slam my brakes on in my car, open my window and say, come on, bitch, come at it. So it's very hard. These are all egoist things. So it is a scam. It keeps you in the matrix as if it fucking matters. Do you know how many people work for the government? They work for the government so that they can retire at 65, 55, 60, get a pension that they'll die before they spend it all, and it goes back to the government. You're the government's bitch. Why don't you work for yourself? Why don't you do your own shit? Why do you need a pension? Why do you have to keep working? Well, what is that about? I'm not here to work on the planet. I'm here to enjoy myself. Everybody within the context of other than paying your bills should be doing what you love. So that's the first part of ascension. The ego death. The ego death is very hard because we want to look good. We want to achieve what they tell us we want to achieve. But just look at it from a perspective. How many women are out there getting BBLs and sticking shit in their ass, right? Sticking shit in their ass. For what? Because the Kardashian says so? Have you people looked up the Kardashians' pictures? Kardashian 2000, Kardashian now. Who are these fucking people? Who's a troll? Wait, what's a troll alert? Who's trolling? Okay, one is controlled opposition. It's probably whatever. Martha Moxley, right? That poor woman's mother. Jesus, by Kennedy. Michael Kennedy, right? They look so different. I don't even know who you're talking about. Yeah, Martha Moxley's a really good one. That's a blast out of the past, right? So it's the Kardashians, yeah. The Kardashians, they have young girls with their beautiful figures thinking that they're not good enough. I'll speak for myself. I've got plastic bags in my chest. I already was a small D cup, large C, small D, and I put bigger plastic bags in my chest that I'm now stuck with, okay? Yes, I can take them out. I understand that, but I'm not going to because I don't know who I'd be without the bags in my chest. So I fall for that as well. We put makeup on, we do our hair a certain way. These are all ego things. I mean, you shouldn't really be running around like that, like completely disheveled. However, they've got us on, I like to troll, just not you, Sloan. Okay, I don't know who's trolling. Troll away. But we have to let go of the way they tell us. Oh, definitely. The way I know who the Kardashians are. We have to let go of the way that they tell us to be. The way that they're telling us, because they're fucking with generations of people. And the fact that, and I'll give you another way of fucking with generations of people. When you have kids and you give them their first cigarette, because it's safer if you do that. If you let them drink in your house, because it's safer, you are then confining them to the matrix because they are dependent on a belief system which is very outdated and will not elevate their mind, where you can feel whatever the alcohol and drugs gives you because you're connected and you can actually get out of yourself and feel those things energetically without doing that to yourself. So, yeah, no, right. They don't even exist. I'm like, whatever. That's the point. Bobby tells me all the time, raise up above it, Sloan, raise up above it. She's always reminding me of certain things to raise up above it, but she's right. You have to raise up above it. But what is on the third D? So we have things like court TV. We have reality TV, which was anything but reality TV. We have the news 24/7 telling us what's going on. Are we there? Do we even know? Is it even real? half of what they say. I mean, when you've got Anderson Cooper going to the Ukraine after he just had a baby, then you know it's probably not real, right? They feed us all kinds of things. They feed us crap in our lives. They poison every fake housewife story, TV shows, fake everything. Fake. So Anderson Cooper has a baby, right? Has a baby with whomever he does. And he goes over to the Ukraine. That's really irresponsible, Anderson Cooper. You just had a newborn. It's not your job. What are you doing? So everybody causes a problem. When we watch TV, we watch the news, they let us define prettiest woman in the world, prettiest man in the world, best movie, vote for this. I mean, I watched the Gucci, what is it, House of Gucci. It was adequate. I don't think it was, I know Anderson Cooper's mother is, what's her name, Vanderbilt. And the brother was a sacrifice. We all know this. Stay off the board. That's what Bobby says. Bobby tells me stay off the board. Stay off the board, Sloan. It's really hard, Bobby. I'm not mature. You know this. It's all a diversion from God. Honest to God, it is. You need to find your joy. In the adaptation of finding joy, you will immediately raise your vibration. That's it. That's what they told me. I'm asking them. I'm always meditating. How can I ascend? How can I get there? Find your joy. See what I mean? Find your joy. So when someone's yelling at you, if you can stay fully present in your joy without socking them one in the face or responding, you are finding your joy, regardless of what's going around. That's how you ascend. That's what they told me. So that was my, will Putin be taken out by his own? He's mental. I don't think Putin's any more mental than anybody else. I just think they want us to think that. I don't believe any of it. I'm sorry. I don't even watch the news and I don't even give a shit. Come here, bomb there. Who cares? Look, I got oil on this. Sorry, you guys. I just realized I didn't rub it in. It's called Hustle Butter, y'all. Hustle Butter for the tattoos. We're going to do some more shading on this too. It's called Hustle Butter. But I don't know what's going on. I'm not there. Okay. Rocks are my joy too. Oh my God, I love the rocks. I'm going to do anything and everything. When I drive, yes, hustle butter. Exactly. Hustle butter. Hustle butter. Yeah, I can't even say it. I can't get that out. Yeah, I know. Hustle butter. Whatever. Hustle butter. I know. Whatever. I'm not cool. I got it at Ulta. Jason told me to get it. Kenna and Jason. They say get it. So I do this on their, my little flower. I stuck a flower there, so it kind of, Keithy had to go down. Look at Keithy's muscles on my arm. This is going to be my little pinup boy. It's my Keithy. So what you have to do is find your joy. That's what they told me, because that's what we're here to do. We are not actually here to do 9 to 5, whatever they tell us to do, fight people. That's 3D. The fighting between, okay, first of all, I know it's so beautiful. Ruger tattoo, Ruger X tattoos, okay? Sorry, Ruger, I'm mentioning you again. He gets booked really fast. I collect rocks from everywhere. I love rocks. The rat race. But see what they've done? Yeah, it smells good. What they've done to us, okay, is, no, you can work anywhere. Yeah, different stones for different folks, exactly. You can work anywhere you want, but what they've done to us is they keep us, look at, when there's evil in your house, through alcohol, through drugs, you will know it because families fight. We can't even find our soulmates here because there's too much of the beast system, so you're never allowed to get to your soulmate. And as I've been told by Deanna many times, a lot of times when somebody's asking, quote, about a lover soulmate, a fake one will come in. A fake one will come in to distract because it's the beast system. This is what they do. So we can't even get to what we want. We can't even raise our families. We can't even do that in this world. We are targeted. So the targeting, the only thing they can't target is, think of the movie The Grinch That Stole Christmas and think of the Who's. Whoville? What is it? Is it Whoville? Think of the Whoville. The Who's. You know who I mean. Cindy Lou Who. Think of them. And all of their shit's stolen. But what do they have? they have joy, right? They have joy. They start singing and they have joy. So the ascension is about you. So, for example, when I drive 200 miles to hike, people are like, why do you drive to Palm Springs to hike? Because it puts a big fucking smile on my face. Not when I'm climbing up that bloody hill, but it puts a smile on my face when I've done it. And it's pure happiness for me, although I'm exhausted and then I don't understand why I did it. But once I accomplish it, because I'm action oriented, it makes me happy. I did it. I did it. I'm very happy. So when I am struggling to get up somewhere and I do it, I'm very happy. Do you see? Okay, like that's the truth. I'm smiling when I get close to the top. I'm cursing too, but I'm smiling. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I do it. Why do I drive 50 miles and hike a different hill every day? Because it makes me smile. People go, well, you're wasting gas. You won't, No, I'm here to live. I'm not here to hoard gas or hoard my car for mileage. Do you even see the fuckery of that? Here you are. Buy a car, but we're going to control you. If you lease a car, we're going to control you to 12,000 miles a year, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? To 12,000 miles a year. Where are you going for 12,000 miles a year? If your kid's in soccer or skating or ballet or wherever, you're driving 15,000 miles a year. And then you can't take your car back. You're stuck with it. And then they put a penalty on it. Do you see that? Why would you buy a car if you're not going to drive? Why do you have to save your miles? Do you see? No, they can't steal joy. That's the thing. The joy. That's it. I love a different hiking hill every single day. Every single day. I'm not stuck in your neighborhood. I can go anywhere I want, and I will because it makes me smile. So that's the ascension. The 3D things are arguing with people, racing to work, right? I'm dating and hanging out with younger men. Old ones are cranky. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but if it's 20 years, you've no business doing it. Sorry, just my opinion. Hope this buys you a whole gallon of gas. Thank you, Tracy. I doubt it. I filled my car up and it's like 25 bucks more to fill it up. Yes, and social credit. Well, I'll fucking hitchhike. I'll suck dick to get to the hills I want to go. I mean, what do you want me to say to that? I don't care what they do. I'm still going to always do what I want to do. So no matter what the government says, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do, the way I want to do it. So the joy depends on thought. Well, I actually get a physical feeling of joy when I'm hiking. I really do. So it makes me happy when I accomplish a feat of the trickery of feat of physical. The trickery of soulmates are you can't even get close to meeting. I don't want to call it soulmate because you have a lot of soulmates in this life. You have people that were parents in a past life, children in a past life. When Keithy and I meet up again, and if we were to go into another life, we would be soulmates. I don't mean lovers. I mean, he could be my son again. I could be my daughter. I could be his kid. He could be my neighbor. He could be my best friend. And we would feel like we were connected and we should be soulmates like that because we know each other. Okay. So it would be like that. But when you're talking about soulmates, they don't even let you meet them. This is the beast system. The third dimension does not want you to feel happy. Does not want you to feel happy. So they cause conflict. Marriages don't work. Some do, but very few. They say it's somewhere up over 60% of divorces. So if people were happy, they wouldn't be getting divorced, okay? If people were able to treat each other well, they wouldn't be getting divorced. But that is happening. So it's very hard to actually find a soul mate the way that you're talking about because the beast system interjects somebody. And this Deanna explained to me, somebody can come into your life. They're chaos causers for fucking sure. Chaos causers. Somebody can come into your life. You can fall in love with them. You can fall in love with them, but they are masking themselves behind your actual soulmate's energy. And you're falling in love with this one. And it's not even them. They're wearing a fucking mask. And then they reveal themselves. And then you're like, fuck, I just wasted my time. So you can find soulmates, but I don't look at soulmates as lovers. My kids are my soulmate. My marriage was a soulmate. These are souls I've known. My parents, whether good or bad, whatever, soulmate. Okay. So you just have to understand that your true love mate, as in peaceful, peaceful without chaos, is not going to be found here. It just isn't. I don't care what you say to me. Take a look at this world. Something will always come in to uproot it. 39 years to first date at 16 and he was 18. That's cute, Gail. Are you happy, Gail? Twin flame journey. Yeah, I'm not on a twin. No, don't make it depressing. We are in the beast system. Ascension, I'm going to word this to you again. Ascension is, and that's a good thing. When people say that's depressing, should I not say it because it depresses you? Or if it's truth as I see it, you don't have to listen to me, obviously. I might be crazy and full of shit. That's true. But let's just say you believe what I'm saying. If I'm telling you that, and it's a truth, why are you taking it personally? It's depressing or not? It just is. So your kids, when they go into middle school, are probably going to be approached by drug dealers to do drugs. And at least 10 kids in your kids' class are going to have major problems with drugs. Is that depressing or is that factual? Or is it both? It's the beast system. That's what happens here. They do all of that. Now, as far as finding somebody that you love, you have to first connect to your joy so you can, oh, you were only joking? Okay. Sorry. I was just like, it's factual, but you have to connect to your joy. So you have to find your joy. And here's the thing with narcissists, otherwise known as alcoholics, people that would rather sit in a bar when they're supposed to be doing other things, connecting with their family, but they have to go get a drink. They have to get in their car and drink in a bar because they're fucking losers. You know who I'm talking to. Bitch, you know who I'm talking to. Anyway, loser. Okay, so if you have to do that, or you have to go get the crack pipe, or you have to shoot up, whatever the fuck you're doing, pop your pills. It's so interesting. If you have an alcoholic in your life, but he sits on the couch with his feet up like a lazy fuck for 2 decades and watches TV, you might consider that they are both an alcoholic and a pill popper. A pill popper. Opioids. These bitches are taking pills too because they're such losers. Okay. Sorry, wrong, just saying. But anyway, if you find yourself, okay, if you find yourself, I'm sorry, I have to say it. In case they're watching, you know I'm fucking talking to you. That's right, talking to you. If you, I'm not even saying any names either, but in order to find your joy, you literally have to remove yourself from people that pull your energy that way. Because if you're in a room, go to a bar and listen to drunk people, work with drunk people, look at their energy. It's very prickly because they do not know how to love. They don't know how to do anything. They cannot connect. If you look at their energy, if you can see and you look at their energy, you can see how toxic it is. And they're pushed down here, right? I know, right? Oh my God, those poor little boys. I can't even stand it. But this is the beast system. So I don't know if he's here or not. I'm assuming that his family, probably his daughter spies or whatever, or friends of his spy on here, but I can't help it. I can't fucking help it, okay? I can't help it. I don't know what to say. When you realize that you lived with a person that doesn't give 2 shits about you because they're a fucking alcoholic, that's not the way to spend your life. That is not the way to spend your life. And I'm going to say it again, addiction is a byproduct of trauma. So whatever your fucking trauma is, I don't care if it's in childhood. I don't care if it's when you were a teenager. I don't care if it's in adulthood, but your trauma is what's keeping you connected to your addiction. So you have to get a pair of fucking big boy panties, big girl panties, and deal with your trauma. You have to deal with your trauma. So deal with your trauma. Don't be scared, because once you unlock your trauma and you can speak about it, and I'm speaking to you, Tracy, out there, who should be writing a book. Tracy, opening a Facebook and opening a YouTube. Everybody here will follow you, Tracy. Tracy, are you out there? Anyway, Tracy, you need to do this. Speak your traumas. We keep our mouth shut, which keeps the energy of negativity around, because everybody says, don't reveal family secrets. Don't speak about the family. Don't speak about the father of your children that way. Don't speak about this. Speak about it and speak about it loudly and publicly in order to change your own trauma. If you hold it in, you're going to be an alcoholic. You're going to be all kinds of fucking things. You're exactly right. Demons rule. You have to pray in Jesus. That's exactly right. We are in the principality of the evil one. But so many people have addictions. You would be surprised how many people have addictions, okay? You would be surprised. Anyway, you need to actually understand that if you are around that, you have to step out of that and actually learn how to speak your trauma. Sloan, how do you remember the abuse? My divorce did. I mean, are you talking about the childhood abuse? Well, I mean, I didn't run away because I was happy. Even though John liked to say I ran away for a boyfriend. No, I met my first husband 2 years after I ran away. I ran away to save myself. But you see how they like to tell you why you did what you did, as if you were with me when you were a child and you understood my fucking childhood. That's mighty generous of you to put your thought over on my head, right? So, I'm looking for rapture, real rapture. Well, the real rapture comes when you ascend. And the only way you can ascend is to, brah. The only way you can ascend is to live in your joy. Honest to God. If you focus on, I think she's napping. I can't see her, but she could be over by the Buddha, or I don't know where she is. She might be with the popcorn. The only way to ascend is to let go of that which is material. Oh, your body remembers the abuse. Oh my God. You are so right. You are so right about that. Your body absolutely remembers the abuse. My mother told me my memories. That's very common, sweetheart. My mother told me I had fantasies. I said, that's not really in my fantasy life what you're talking about, you crazy bitch. But yeah, I didn't have fantasies of anything, but that's what they say. It's called gaslighting. Remember, the mother of abused children or the father of abused children, right? I don't spend a lot of time with them. I'm just saying, if I even have a phone call, it triggers me. But the parents of abused children, whichever one isn't doing the abuse that gaslights the child, is responsible as well. I've yet to meet somebody that doesn't have, the addictions are outrageous. I remember him running up the stairs smiling at me. Oh, good God. Yeah, that's what they say. You're never going to get a sexual abuser to ever say that they're sorry. Very few times. They'll say, I'm sorry if I did anything. And here's the thing. They will say, I was drunk. I was high. Why? Because even I grew up with like, oh, they're an alcoholic. They didn't mean to do it. That is a fucking lie. An alcoholic means every goddamn thing they do. And so does an addict. That's why they are drunk or high, because they want to be themselves. They enjoy how they are, or they'd stop doing it. Got it? And don't tell me their body's addicted. No. They are choosing it because they refuse to deal with their trauma. So if they sexually abuse you, or they go with young girls, or they grab people, or they do this, if they do that, they would do it sober, but they don't have the balls. So they got to get drunk. And then they can hide behind, I was drunk, I don't remember. I don't remember doing that. I was drunk. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So start saying to those people, yes, you do. No, you don't need to forgive anybody you don't want to forgive. I give it to God. If I can't forgive them, I give it to God. It's up to God to forgive them. I'm not their keeper. I'm not their anything. So I send it in a box. I imagine a box. I give it to God, and God, ask God to forgive them if I can't. That's what I do. The forgiveness is really for you. You know, it's definitely a choice. You can choose to do whatever you want. You're the one that was abused. You choose what you want to do. I give it to God because sometimes I want to stab them. So that's the truth. I want to say, no, I don't say don't forgive. Do whatever you want. I ask God to do with my anger and hostility and deal with it, whatever it is that he chooses for my good, for my will. I don't have to forgive everybody, especially if they don't ask me. If they ask me, I'll forgive them. I mean, but if someone's not asking you, I've made it a habit to even ask people I hate to forgive me for things I've done to them, because I learned that from Keith. I actually did learn that. I learned that from Keith because the voice in my head told me to, no, you can't help an alcoholic. John is an alcoholic. You can't help an alcoholic. You can't help that. They refuse to get changed. They think they're okay. He thinks it's okay. You know, he thinks it's okay when you walk in to get food in a restaurant and he's there at 11 o'clock in the morning drinking, that's okay. He thinks it's okay to start drinking then. That's what he thinks. That's who he is. That's what he thinks. So I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's okay. I think you're irresponsible when you do that, and I think you're fucking with your family. And so, yeah, no, husbands never, they never apologize. John's done nothing. I did it. I'm the one that has the problem. I knew what I was marrying. I was worldly. Not true. Okay, none of that is true. Whose husband passed? Whose husband passed? It doesn't matter if you're hurting. What does the mother of a child that died do when her child dies? What does the mother of a child do when her child dies? Does she go and get drunk or high, or does she have to take care of funeral arrangements? Yeah, I had to do it sober because people were depending on me. That's what I had to do. I didn't have the luxury of tuning out. It's very fucking selfish. And is John still alive? Yes. Yes. He's still alive. I don't know. I don't know how that's between him and God. That's between him and God, right? No, his drinking was horrific when I first met him, after I first moved in with him. And I will tell you this, I'm going to be very honest with this. To cover up what they can't handle. They're not strong. No, they're weak people. They're very weak. And I'm sorry I'm saying that. I know I'm supposed to be compassionate towards the addicts, but it's a choice for you to go into a bar and pick a drink up, okay? And it's a choice for you to do drugs. And it's a choice for you to not deal with what your trauma is. I have to deal with mine. How come you get to not deal with it? That's your camera stuck because the battery's running. That's your choice to not deal with it. But don't you dare make me responsible for you and act like I should pussyfoot around you because you're the addict. You're the fucking addict. You made a choice not to deal with it. I had to deal with my shit. I had to deal with it. And I had to deal with it sober. I had to fucking deal with it. Nobody was going to help me. Nobody but me, okay? As far as dealing with whatever, right? So, no, I don't juice. I have juiced, but I don't juice necessarily, to answer your question. I have juiced in the past. I like food. I eat a lot of dairy. I eat yogurt. I eat eggs. I eat a lot of dairy. And I eat salmon. So I'm kind of that person. Slim, what do you think of ghost for friend? If your ghost is a friend, then I think it's fine. I mean, if your ghost is a friend, you'll know how to feel with them, right? So what I was going to say is, this is what I learned. I put up, you teach people how to treat you. That's a very, 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 very true statement. I lived for 30 years with a man who never went to bed with me at the same time and never got up with me at the same time. Maybe for 2 months in 30 years, okay? So he deliberately stayed up later to avoid me and deliberately slept in later to avoid me. So I had to be by myself. I literally had to go to sleep by myself and wake up by myself. Okay, so why was I married? He was probably trying to show me that I didn't really fucking matter, and so he didn't have to come to bed with me. Or he was doing something at night that he didn't want me to know, or he left in the middle of the night to go do what he did. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I would not be surprised if he didn't get up and leave. I just didn't bother to check on him. Yeah, to avoid me. Some men like to do that. He did. Yes, you see, I deliberately stayed up later. He just fucking didn't want to go to bed with me. After the first couple of 6 months, he had no interest in me whatsoever. Only in as far as when it suited him, but it was never a sleep all night kind of thing. It was, I'm not going to bed with you. And that's usually like a guy that will leave and they'll leave and go do whatever they do. I don't know what he did. Yes, he's an Aries. I don't know what he did, but he sure as shit could give two shits about me. Didn't wake up with me, didn't go to sleep with me. So, and I went to sleep at 11. He will tell you he came to bed at 11:30. That also is not true. 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe now. Yes, we did try couples counseling, but you can't go to counseling with somebody who thinks it's all your fault. Yeah, red flags. He was obviously an addict, either watching porn or doing something. I don't really know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. I have no fucking clue. No clue what he was doing. 3 years was good. After we had Jason, and then his son developed a huge drug problem, and then that became hell. And so, yeah, so that's just the way it is. So why are they avoiding you? And that puts you, imagine, okay? Yeah, no, I've already forgiven him. I'm just telling you what happened. Forgiveness is one thing. I'm not trying to get even with him. I'm not the one trying to sue me in court for alimony. I'm not that person. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that, but I have forgiven him. You can't change him, but what I am saying to you, those are facts. That was my marriage. I got none of that at night. I mean, periodically, but not two people going to bed. I went to bed mad the entire 30 years. And then I didn't give a shit. But look what a man could do. Let's say a man gets a woman, he's trying to get a woman for whatever reason, right? Or a woman's trying to get a man for whatever reason. And does John have any talents? I have no idea. He has no, does John, I'm sure he has talent. Does he have any interests? So why did you stay? Had no idea how to get out of it. No, I have no excuse. I had kids. I literally had fucking kids. And when a man says to me when I'm in a lower position, I'm going to take your kids from you, don't let the door hit you on the way out, I didn't know what to do. And that was true. That's said to a lot of women. So no, I shouldn't have stayed. I damaged my children. I've said this over, I'm getting monotonous now with that. But anyway, what I'm saying is I have no fucking idea why I stayed. It was really stupid of me to stay. I was miserable for, do you want to go to bed with? Well, I would have at the time. Yeah, I didn't realize, I was constantly, gave me anxiety. I mean, it's just like, where are you in the middle of the night? And then, I would look. Sometimes he wasn't home in the middle of the night. So I assume, he was, how they do. They live this whole other life that you know nothing about. And I know nothing about him. Nothing. I believed what he said. Don't believe them. You don't know. You shouldn't believe anybody. You should actually feel your way through it. No, I'm not brave. I had ended up with panic attacks and in a mental hospital, which we all know. But here's the point. Imagine if you married a really good looking guy and you didn't think you could get a good looking guy or a rich guy or a sports athlete. And how would you fuck with them if you wanted to fuck with them? Don't go to bed with them at the same time. Fuck with them that way, right? So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's always actions, not words. No, you can tell me you love me, but did you get abuse? Of course I got abused. Of course I was abused. Yes. As a child, yes. That is abuse not to go, why are you getting married if you're not coming to bed with me? Right? That's true. Yes, I was in love with him. I had my children with him. I wouldn't have gotten married if I wasn't, but I did not see it doesn't matter that you love somebody. You do not understand what you're marrying if you don't understand what you're marrying, whatever it is. Well, you've heard this all. Do you think, what's her name? Maria Shriver knew that she was going to, do you think she knew that Arnold was fucking the maid and then knocking the maid up? I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I'm just going to say, I don't think that woman had a clue what her husband was doing. No, it isn't okay to stay in a bad marriage. No, it's completely damaging for the kids. Completely damaged. It's abusive on both our parts as parents. You can only trust your own intuition. Oh, I never trusted him, so I can tell you that. But that could be my own issue, you see? So you never really know. That's why you have to get... yeah, we all deserve to be happy. Why don't you deserve to be happy? I was miserable. I finally said I deserve to be happy. That's it. And my happiness is my peace. You're not going to yell at me. You're not going to call me names and make me defend myself. You're not going to call me stupid. You're not going to do it. You're not going to fucking do it. I'm not stupid. And I go to bed myself and I'm peaceful. So that is finding my joy. Okay. And my cat's joyful and I hike and I don't have to deal with your family. I don't have to eat family dinners with your fucked up family. I don't have to listen to them. So I don't have to do that. I don't have to listen to how I'm the joke in the family. Or you don't have to listen to how you're the problem in the family. As for parents apologizing for childhood sexual abuse, they will never do it. I mean, maybe they will. No, I did not get, maybe I got signs from spirit. My first marriage, I've told this story. My first marriage, as I was walking down the aisle, and it was only the two of us, and the minister, as I was walking down the aisle, I literally heard, "Don't do it." And I turned around and I said to my former husband, "Who said that?" Like I literally heard that. And it was, yeah, you see, you don't miss your ex's family either because they steal your joy. They steal your joy. But here's another thing too. So I did hear it in my first marriage, and I should have listened to the voice, but I kept walking because I'm an idiot. Anyway, we all do shit we shouldn't do. But here's something you should know. If you get into a marriage with somebody, anybody, male, female, and their family calls you names, get the fuck out. Because their family is being disrespectful from day one when you're dating them. It will never change. It will never fucking change. Get out. Get out. If they have children and the children start saying shit to you and they're adults, get out. Get out. Get out. I adore you too in Australia. Just get out. Just don't think you're going to change that by bringing children in, by doing, you won't. You're just going to be called a see you next Tuesday the whole marriage and blamed for everything. Just get out. If the man or woman that you're with starts telling you that you're doing stuff you're not doing and you have to defend yourself, get out. Leave, run. Put your sneakers on. If you've been there, yeah, oh my God. It's a form of neglect. Exactly. Just fucking get out. You will not make it better with kids. They will never ever change. It's perfectly fine. They are who they are, but you don't have to put yourself in that. You do not have to do it. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. I did not realize, literally, I was so broken that I didn't even know. And people laugh because I look like I'm put together. But I was in a lot of mental hospitals in my marriage, okay? A lot of doctors and a lot of shrinks. So I just look a certain way that gives you the impression I know what I'm talking about. And I do not all the time, okay? So, but I am, there was, yes, exactly. Oh my God, exactly. Like literally, I'm telling you, this is still, when I show my tattoo, and you know I love my tattoo. Okay, here's the thing. If somebody gets a tattoo and it's on their body permanent, it's not like it's like blue eyeshadow or something, right? You would take it off. So it's a tattoo. Why the fuck are you going to say to them? Why the fuck are you going to say to them something derogatory about their tattoo? Like, you know, poison metal poisoning, ink metal poisoning, or, you know, well, they don't always do this right. Why are you going to say that to them when it's on their body permanently? I'm just curious what your motivation is for that. What is your motivation for that? What is that? So if you run into people like that, they don't like you. They're saying that because they hate your guts. They do. See, 30 years with mine and the passion was gone. Oh, it's always gone, especially when they open their mouths. But anybody, male or female, who says something shitty like that, they do not like you. They are fucking with you. Even if they say, well, it's a concern, I read about it. What? Shut up, it's done. It's fucking done. Shut the fuck up. I think I'm a toxic codependent, actually. I think I'm codependent. I think I got a problem because I have to, you're supposed to go no contact with these people, but I feel guilty when I do that. So I have to get over that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what you say to people. Like if somebody tattoos themselves, just shut up if you don't like it. Or if they cut all their hair off and you don't like it, just shut the fuck up and hair grows back. Like shut up. Coda. Yeah, you went to Coda. I think I need to do that because I think I've got that problem. I think I've got that problem. Oh, you saw the devil in his face and then fainted. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel tremendous guilt for filing for divorce. I think I am codependent. Yeah, no boundaries. Exactly. I feel guilty. I feel like, yeah, there's so many things I feel. It was terrible to actually leave. I got physically ill. It was literally physically ill for me to leave because I didn't know, what would happen with my kid. I'm trying to live with that. And I didn't know what would happen with my kids. And the kids, when you fight, here's what you do. Even if you don't, thank you for that. Even if you don't fight the person back in the marriage, let's say they're a piece of shit drunk and you don't fight them back. What they say about you behind your back, what they say, I don't even know if I'm stronger now. I'm broken and numb, except when I get the tattoo. I love the tattoos because I can actually fucking feel. No, we have to take responsibility. I can't wait till you date. I'm never dating because I can't handle I will never date because I can't handle the screaming. I won't date. I can't go in my neighborhood. How could I date in my neighborhood? You think I want people phoning him up, telling him shit? I could never deal with that. I could never fucking deal with it. So I'll never date. And besides, there's no one to date. Not the point. And I'm not looking to date. But I'm saying, like, do I really want to put myself in that position? No, I'm not listening to him. I'll have a nervous breakdown. I can't. I can't. No. I'm glad other people can date. I don't know if they've been called a whore their whole life, but I'm glad if they can date. Yeah, it happens when you least expect it. Yeah, I'm just not dating. I'm actually not dating. I'm working. Aw, thank you. Thank you for that. You're making me want to eat Girl Scout cookies. That's a date. Yeah. Yes, I do energy work. I do everything. No, I do everything. I can't handle it. I literally, listen to me. I literally said when I wanted to leave, I literally said, yeah, they'll talk smack. They talk smack anyway, but if I know who I am, then I know who I am. You can't get evidence. Do you see how my marriage was? I won't allow you to catch me doing something because you will torture me and my children with it. You're not going to fucking catch me doing shit. But you're right. They do make up shit. So I should say fuck them. Not the point. What is he? Annoying? Hi, Anthony. I have PTSD. I can't, even if he starts calling me like stupid and I hang up, I literally have to, I have an anxiety attack. I cannot take it. I get physically ill. I get physically ill and then I plot revenge. So yeah, I probably need, I probably need Coda. I don't know how to do it. I didn't leave. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My point is, yeah, I can't. Well, first of all, I don't date either. I trust no one. Yeah, it's very hard to date, and my picker is broken. So when you have a broken picker, what are you picking? So no, I can never date because I literally can't trust my own judgment. There's no fucking way I could pick someone. No. And if they have kids already, I'm not going through that shit again. I'm not getting called a cunt and a hoe for, no, never again. Never again. I'm not doing it. I'm not defending myself. I don't even want to be put in that position. Yeah, no, never. Don't you? I am broken though. I'm telling you, after Keith died, I'm being very honest. I am broken when my son died. But here's my point. You, it is broken. Like I'm literally being honest. I don't care. I'm just saying it is a fact. It's a fact. Flabby neck punches. Codependent. I actually need that because I feel responsible for fucking everything. I can't even. I feel responsible for everything. Even if you fall down outside and I don't know you, I feel responsible for you. I am broken out. Oh, your cat. I was about to laugh. Not funny. I know it's very hard when the animals, pretty much when Tulip died, threw me over the edge. Yeah, well, all you need is, well, yeah, not from a person though, not from a man. Sorry, and not from a woman. Don't go there with me either. Coda is codependent and I'm sorry about your cat. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't, there's no, Coda, please. I'll go to Coda. It's not, oh, that's what I was going to say. You just reminded me, Jupiter's realm. Okay, so when they say as an abuse victim of anything, even in your childhood, you're not responsible, I disagree with that because you pick the person. So if you pick the person, you are somewhat responsible for picking the person, okay? You should know better than that. You should trust your instincts. You should listen to yourself. That's all part of abuse. But you have to make a decision. You have to set your own boundaries. And you do treat people how to teach you. Once you're an adult, you treat them how to teach you. So you at least need to understand that has something to do with your choice in allowing them to do it because you think you're going to get them to change. I do feel like that, but I'm not being mean. Maybe he was in love with me. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I don't feel like it though, honestly. And maybe I can't accept love. So there's that. You never know from your childhood. You don't know from your childhood, right? You do not know. Like, what if I'm so fucked up I could never accept love? So you don't know. I mean, I have friends that I love. I love my friends dearly and I'm there for them and, I do. But how do you know? They say I don't know if we pick our parents or not. I'm confused about the reincarnation thing. No, he said he married me because he was high and drunk. That's actually what he said. And he said he took me in. So he never said I married you because I loved you. Those are not words that came out of his mouth. No, he took me in out of my friend's house and he was drunk and high. That's obviously why he married me. He said it was the worst mistake of his life. So I don't believe he was in love. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Um, yeah, you sure as hell did not pick your father. I'm thinking I didn't pick my family either, but yeah, I don't know. I think he was a drug addict. So drug addict isn't capable of loving you. They love the drugs. So if they love the drugs, they're not making a clear decision when they're addicted. So I don't believe he picked me out of love. I believe he picked me out of addiction on some level, and maybe he thought he loved me. But no, I was never equal. No, he took me in. He literally said that. I was sleeping on the floor at my friend's house because she rented out bedrooms. I was actually sleeping not on the floor. I had she gave me a mattress, but it was in the living room. Of course, John came and stayed there with me, but he still said he got me off the floor. He took me in. So I don't know that that's love, actually. I don't know that that's love. But people get married because they got someone pregnant. He also said he didn't love his first wife because he got her pregnant. So, I don't know what to say. He didn't love either of us women because, whatever. So, yeah. I don't know if he did. I can't really speak for him. I can only say what was said to me. Yeah, he was a fabulous guy. No, he had good qualities too. It's not that. It's not one-sided. I was a real bitch back. Don't forget, when someone does that, you end up, here's the problem. You end up in a toxic cycle of violence verbally because it's so hard for you to wrap your head around. You will fight them back. And that you have to, well, I'm not saying he wasn't a catch or was. I don't know what he was. I can't really remember that girl back then because she just got married and had kids. And since Keith died, I don't really give a shit. As a stripper, you probably made more money than him. I did in the beginning, and he wouldn't marry a stripper, so I had to quit because he was. I shouldn't have quit. I should have kept making money. And then he put me to work in his business. So I took that like he was trying to help me, but really he had his mother and all his relatives and his ex-wife working in his businesses. So he was kind of that. I don't know if addicts are beautiful. Yeah, I hate men that say they married women because they got them pregnant. Yeah, I know, right? My cat Luna has come for a belly rub. Aw, see, I know. Tallulah, she's down there. She's on my workout clothes. No, he doesn't love himself. An addict does not love themselves. That's what I'm saying. It's trauma. But here's where I'm responsible. As an adult, oh, definitely a Black Catholic. Black Catholic. Oh, Black Cadillac. I'm like Black Catholic. As an adult, you're still responsible because maybe he doesn't believe in that. He says he does, but he lied about that too. I feel you still are responsible because you kind of know. I did overlook red flags. Red flags for me, may not be for him. Yes, stripping is part of the beast system. Yes, it's fucking disgusting. Yes, and again, I was 14. It's definitely part of the beast system. I'm not saying I wasn't in there. I'm telling you I was a fucking stripper. I don't think I ever hid it from anybody. They just wanted me to hide it in the family. They didn't ever want me to acknowledge it. But yeah, I was definitely a stripper. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying men offered me money for sex when I was 10 years old. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm saying I'm literally not saying that these things didn't happen. I'm saying they happen. And that's how that happens a lot. So, yes, wounded women are stripper. They come from sexual abuse. That's the point. So how can you pick a man when the environment you're in, although it's funny, yeah, no, I was stifled in my marriage. I found it very stifling. I tried, but it is the beast system. Abso-fucking-lutely, it's the beast system. Catholic, yeah, but no, it is. Because, first of all, if you want to know about that, sex workers, I have the utmost respect. I was a go-go dancer. Go-go. Sex workers, I have the utmost respect for because they are put in a position of mirroring the wounds. The men go in and they have a lot, like in my experience, I thought men were gay. I thought men were all gay. You know why? Because so many gay men go into strip clubs to watch straight men get excited so that they can suck dick and do shit while they're in their addictions. Don't ever fucking kid yourself. Don't ever fucking, you strippers know that. Excuse me. Your strippers know that out there. You know that these men go into strip clubs and they love to watch men get turned on. And they all hang out there and then they go do whatever they do when a drunk guy's there. They do that shit. They all deny it. but that was my experience. Okay. That was my experience. Okay. Um, yeah. I might be under a family curse. I don't know. I think maybe it's John's family curse because they're pretty corrupt. But eh, yes, I might not. Thank you. You know what? I felt something earlier. Could very much be that. Um, no, but truthfully, my ex on the low down, they never fucking admit it. But see, they're sexually damaged. Now, men go into strip clubs, it's true. I think there's something in the culture. So there's some leeway for how much, but when you have somebody that's in a strip club every fucking day and that's where they live and that's how they talk to women, the women are mirroring probably the abuse that the mother suffered, and something, it's very predatory, and they think you're damaged and weak, and they think you're a fucking hole when you work in a strip club. They have no respect for you. They have no respect for themselves. um yes, exactly, but they have no respect for anything. They do have problems, but it goes both ways. The women do and the men do, and the men do and the women do, whatever. So they do that, right? I feel like they both have problems. So that's like a cycle of toxic cycle. And then you go out in society and other women call you hoe, and they do, like attracts like. Oh my God, yeah, that's why they're in the strip clubs. That's exactly right. So the families of these people and other women, they call you. So you're put upon, not now because everybody's naked on Instagram. So they can't really bag on strippers. I would be the guy who goes to the bachelor party. See, yeah, that's what they say though when they're in the strip clubs. Oh, I would never do this. Oh, aren't you special? You're a good guy. No, that's what they say. I don't know that. I mean, I've been to strip. Obviously, I worked in them, but I mean, they don't they don't necessarily bother me or don't bother me. I think there's some little bit, and OnlyFans. Well, I don't have an OnlyFans, but I think, yeah. Oh, the drugs. It's a drug addiction and it's closeted. It's very fucking closeted. But here's the problem. The problem is it does keep you, again, I'm trying to go back on topic without my rant. So I really publicly appreciate everybody let me having my nervous breakdowns publicly after my son died and everything. No, I'm not reading cards. I'm trying to get out of my profession yet again. Anyway, being tied to the earth realm level where we are right now, anything, addiction, sex addiction. Now understand what sex addiction is, which you are if you keep going into a strip club. You probably are a porn addict. You probably masturbate too much. You probably, I mean, I'm not allowed to say, am I allowed to say that? Anyway, these men, they do that. They have porn addictions. They have all kinds drug addictions. They look at weird ass porn. Trust me, they think of women in a certain way. You know, they have issues. They don't like women. I have no sexual abuse. See, there you go. Matthew says he has no sexual abuse. I actually did polls with the female strippers and they do. But you might have a money addiction, Matthew. You may have that. Which people say, what isn't a money addiction? When you keep doing something to make money, even it goes against you, or you could just be a stripper. There is the odd person that is, but not from my experience. Pretty much everybody I worked with had come from some sort of abuse in childhood. Not everybody, but I would say a good 87% of people. That's what I would say. Anthony's like, not Anthony, I'm boring. Okay, so when you look at it, like when you're looking at it, let's look at sex addiction. Let's even look at, I went to a strip club with a guy friend. We seem to be treated extra special. I hear that if you go with a woman, you're treated extra. Yeah, well, because they think you're real fucking kinky and you're gonna like go have a threesome and pay a lot of money. Yeah, I don't believe, see, they say we have a story and a reason. I do not believe that. Again, children that are raped and murdered do not have a reason for it. I don't believe there's a reason for that. I just don't. I don't believe God puts people here to be abused, battered, beaten up, trafficked. Really, it can be a lack of confidence too. I don't, but yes, because they got to pay women to fucking talk to them, right? Anna Nicole was there you go, Bobby. Exactly. I literally don't think God puts a reason here for abuse. I think the beast system does that. I don't think it has anything to do with God because children are raped and beaten and sodomized and all kinds of shit. There's not a reason for that. I don't care what you tell me. There's not a reason for that. So, no, they say it doesn't make sense, but there's no reason for a child to be cut up into pieces or Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever. I just don't believe that. I don't yeah, I don't believe I chose this either. I'm changed my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't believe that I'm learning anything from it. Given that there are things you learn, but I don't think like I no, no, just no. Yeah, it's programming. I just think no. Whatever. Um, Sloan can hold two people watching her every word. Well, no, I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's good and evil. But here's the thing with sex addiction. Let's look at sex addiction. Let's look at people that have a lot of sex, just random, young people, okay? Or sex online with people that pay them, or sex in the strip clubs, or just a lot of sex, right? Yes, I have done ghost hunting. You don't really have to hunt for them, they come to mediums. But let's say you have a lot of people that you do the sex magic. It's all part of when you're in a strip club, the strippers are literally giving their energies away. Jeffrey was possessed. Yes, he was, Peter. He was, and programmed by the government. So I don't know what we're doing here. I have no, people like to think that there's a reason. I don't fucking think there's a reason for me to be here. I think I was kidnapped. I don't know where the milk carton is from the other planet, but if you see my face on it or my energy, send me back to wherever I'm missing from. Yes, Anna Nicole did talk to Bobby. Anna Nicole absolutely did suffer childhood abuse. Absolutely. The other thing, okay, just missed another call. Don't know how that happens. I do think we get trapped here. Now, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe we have to maybe we have to escape from our own trap. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, maybe that's what it is. But the sexual energy in strip clubs, the stripper is a canvas for the perversion of the watchers. Okay. So they pick that energy up. Don't ever kid yourself. I had several psychic friends that were, several stripper friends that were psychic. So they are, that's nice. Yeah, I got to get off this planet. Thank you for that. I had several stripper friends. Yes, he had terrible demons in him. Oh my God, that's so obvious by what he did. It's not even him doing that. He comes back in. Strippers pick up everything. That's why they have to medicate. Okay. I also believe it causes physical illness because those men are transferring the energy onto the women. They're watching, and let's say you gather the energy of 50 in a room, 600 in a room. Oh, that's so good. Oh, you saw his mother help him. That's so good. Thank you for saying that. Let's read this out. Beth says her cousin recently, I physically saw his mother on the other side and grab him and pull him up. Bravo, Beth. So good. So good. Yeah, that's so good. Listen to what Beth said there. Yeah, the watchers, they have a lot. Oh, well, my stripper friends today, one of them's a horror film actress. She was always into acting. She's a horror film actress. If you Google her, she's known as a scream queen. She used to eat fire on stage and ride a motorcycle. That's Debbie. My other friend is a stylist for huge female artists and male artists like Rod Stewart and Ariana Grande. She's a stylist. My other stripper friend is still in the industry to some degree, doing conventions and things like that because she went into the porn industry. All three of these ladies are still beautiful. All three of them are intuitive. All three of them are psychic. And actually, one of them actually does Reiki and worked as a psychic as well. Because you have to do your surroundings like this, right? So anyway, when you are looking at people in that, let's just say in a bar, some fuckboy that goes out every night and fucks a different girl for whatever reason, he is taking energy. And all of that energy is going on. No, I didn't know Marilyn Chambers. That's a little bit before my time. Yeah, everybody's successful, beautiful, successful, well taken care of. Just doing, I always did readings in the change room. Debbie always did acting. So, oh my God, it's funny. I just told my phone's ringing. But anyway, everybody does all kinds of things. Like, one of our psychic friends died, but she died at 52 and she was accomplished as well. Abuse makes you psychic. Absolutely. So it's interesting, but the people that are out having a lot of partners, they're giving away their power. They're really, really dumb. They're giving away their power. When you don't have sex for a long period of time, I don't mean you should avoid it, but until it's right, you were able to harness your energy, right, Karen? I think a lot of us saw him kill her. Oh, Martha Moxley. Yeah. Anyway, you keep your power because they are trying to put their energy onto you. So don't let these vampires do it. If you could see their energy out in the astral, you would fucking be able to see it. You would be able to see that it was ugly. You would not want to sleep with them. Be very careful who you sleep with. Be very, very careful of it. Even if you're married to them, you don't know what they're doing. I don't care what you say. I do not care if you tell me your husband would never. You do not fucking know what they are doing. You have no clue what anybody's doing. None of us do. None of us do. None of us do. We do not know. We get feelings, but do we follow those feelings? No, not necessarily. Be very careful with your physicality. Yes, spirits in photos, I see them. Be very, very careful with your physicality. Make sure you understand what's going on. I believe my abuse is why I'm psychic. Oh, totally. Yes, I like Dolores Cannon. I like Dolores Cannon. Absolutely. Here's how you harness your energy and how you ascend. You're correct. Whoever told me, you have to forgive. You have to forgive everybody and take your focus away from their games. If you focus on them, they still got you under control. Whoever said that before, you're 100% right. Leave your abusers and don't think about them. Don't talk to them. Don't speak to them. Do men cheat? They say they won't, but they do. Oh God, they lie. I'm sorry. Maybe not when they're older, but I think they do it when they're older. Protect your soul. You're exactly right. Watch what you put into your body. Watch what you put into your body. Watch what you put into your body. Watch what you eat. Watch what you drink. Watch who is around you. What do they do? What do they say to you? Do you watch how you feel? Like if you're around a family member and you get drained and you want to punch them in the face, like they said something and it shouldn't bother you, then you're literally feeling something from that person. So yes, I want to be Dolores Cannon. I couldn't be hypnotized. Well, there's teachers that teach her method. So go online and do that. Some people can't be hypnotized. They can't. Some people don't, or they just don't. But you have to keep with that. Also, say your prayers, do your meditation, take your vitamins, keep your energy field strong, which means protecting yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Do not give your sex away, whether you find a guy hot, cute, whatever. Oh, thank you for that. Whatever it is you find about the men, or women, don't give it away. Just don't. Yeah, don't snitch on anybody. Unless you want to snitch on them, then call it speaking a truth and not snitching. But don't give it away unless it's Lenny Kravitz. But be very, very, very careful. I take prenatal vitamins because they have the safest and strongest amount of B and everything for the baby. So I take prenatal. And I take zinc and I take extra vitamin B. Yeah. Don't let people around you who say even one bad thing. You can give them a second chance once. High IQs they don't like. Just do not be around these people. Exercise, because trees, nature, rocks, rivers, flowers harness the energy and raise the vibration. So raise your vibration. Put a smile on your face. I notice a lot of fucking times somebody can say something to me, and Lane Stanley too. Yes, I have to do that one. A lot of people, you can go around them in the day and it takes one little shitty thing. And if it triggers you, it triggers you. And then you're thinking negative from your past. So you can't do that. So you have to let go of that. A second chance once, because somebody can say fucked up shit, whatever. But be very, very careful who's in your space. Be careful who touches your food. Be careful what people say to you. Be careful how they look at you. If you catch them looking at you in a bad way, make that and take a note. Even if it's your husband, your wife, your whoever, and they're looking at you and they're scowling behind your back or they're staring through you and you can feel them, they don't like you. They don't like you. Be aware of that. Know your enemies. Know your enemies. Feel them. Feel them. Yes, triggers are unworked through trauma. I have a lot of triggers. If you say certain shit to me, I'm trigger. But in order to really, you have to get a good therapist. And all I can tell you is I'm in therapy. Okay, so I'm trying to do that. But you have to get a good therapist. You have to get a therapist that's familiar with trauma from childhood, sexual abuse, addiction, narcissists, Most people hate me, don't care. Oh, well. um, yes, you have to do soul retrievals. When you have trauma, it throws your body out. Um, well, if you think your roommate is possessed, I bet you. I bet you. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be very careful. Meditate in nature. I do it every day. Therapist triggers me. Oh, you might be with the wrong therapist. So you have to actually do that. Take care of yourself. Do it for yourself. I put my makeup on for myself. I do my nails for myself. I'm not dating anybody. Nobody's in my house. Nobody sees me naked. Nobody cares. I shave for myself, whatever. You know, my legs I'm talking about, my hairy ass legs. I shave for myself, right? Hard to even trust a therapist, but you'll know, trust your instinct. So I do things for myself. My tattoos are strictly for myself. My piercings are for myself. My makeup is for myself. It's for myself. My tank tops are for myself. My running is for myself. These are things I enjoy. I'm not waiting for a partner. Even if you don't think you look good, put something on that makes you feel look good. You can always do your nails. You can always do your eye makeup. You can always do your lipstick. Whatever. Do something that makes you feel good. That's it. For you, not for anybody else. We've been taught to do it just for you. Narcissists are possessed. They're devoid of a soul, or they wouldn't be talking to people the way they're talking to them. They cause chaos. They are chaos causers. They feed off your chaos. So that I know my nails I did yesterday, Vicky at Eye Nails in Burbank. Jason's good at eye nails, Kevin's good, and Diane's good. Those are the ones I've tried. They're all really good. Anyway, narcissists don't have a soul, or they wouldn't continue to try to take what's yours. So look at what taking somebody else's money is, taking somebody else's sex is. Look at all of that. What are they doing? They're usurping your power, putting you below them and taking your stuff for their needs. That is what a narcissist is. What if you're not wearing sweatpants and no makeup and then do that. That's what I'm saying. Do what makes you feel good. If you don't want to wear makeup, then do that. Do whatever you want to do that makes you feel good. That's exactly that. Do that. 100% do that shit. Abso-fucking-lutely. Do that. Do everything. But remember, like if you don't want to wear makeup because you always wear makeup, then don't. You want to wear flat shoes and wear flat shoes. You want to wear high heels, wear high heels. You want to wear your snow pants outside, wear your snow pants outside. Do exactly what you want to do to put a smile on your own face, okay? Every day morning I see my sunglasses, it makes me happy. I see my coffee machine, I'm happy. I see Kitty, I'm happy. Melinda Gates is full of shit. She's not concerned about anything. She knows what her husband is. Shut the flying flippin' fuck up. People go, oh, she didn't like what her husband did. No, this is part of their game. She wouldn't have married into that family if she didn't know it was Illuminati. Her husband's always been that way. She knows who he is. She had to be approved to marry him because they're a beast system family. She may not want to be with him anymore. I'm not saying that. And maybe she's got another job that they want her to do. And they're not human. There's that too. So that's all a freaking game, right? Okay, so I always open this at night because I'm going to just turn this volume down and see what pops up here. This happens every... see, 2 years ago... Let's see. I'm just looking to see that everything's okay on here because sometimes these flashbacks make weird things when I look at Keithy's thing, and sometimes it causes problems. I see stuff I don't want to see, so I have to check. Nothing too bad yet. Okay, let's see. Oh, nothing too bad. One thing. Okay, anyway, I won't turn the... Okay, so this is, oh, now it's doing it again. Let me go back. So it's showing Keithy, that was his thing. It's just, this is his Snapchat that I snuck into, y'all. 3 years back. See, it shows every night I get a little message from Keithy on his Snapchat. I don't know if Julia Roberts is a man. So it shows you where it is. So I get these little Snapchat things that pop up what Keithy was doing. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. I get all of these. So, you know, this is what I'm showing, right? So it's just showing his little life on Snapchat. So every night I get a message from my son because I stole his freaking Snapchat. Bitches want to take it from me. Anyway, so that's what I see. I see his hiking and his stuff. So every night it says, remember your memories. So every night I talk to Keithy through his little memories. Some of them I don't want to see, but that was an okay one. Let's see. Thank you. Slow Melinda Gates is playing a role. Oh, she definitely, she didn't, I don't know why she left. I don't understand that. I know it comes every night. I get a thing because I put his Snapchat on my thing. So it's like he's talking to me. So I learn about my son looking through that every night. I save them too. So I do. I don't know. I don't know. Those aren't Keith's dogs. Those are Keith's dogs. The dogs are his friends' dogs. I heard Melinda Gates' frequency is lower than Bill's. Well, probably is. She's playing that game. She's playing that game. Yeah, it's really fun to get a message. It's a nice present. And obviously, I was able to keep it because he wanted me to keep it because he didn't give out that password. I figured it out. So yeah, every night I get to see him. I mean, I have to avert my eyes with some of them. Deanna and I were looking at one and we were like, oh, ah, like, what the hell? Deanna's like, oh my God. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't know it was coming up. So now I check before it comes up because I don't want to show things. Yeah, she's a beard, clearly. Yeah, no, it's so great. Sorry, Sloan, you need to remove that cancer. Which can the X or cancer literally, because I don't have cancer, but I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, so that's the great fun. I love watching Keithy on his things. Yeah, Melinda Gates, I don't know. Yeah, I got it. Do a spell. No, I don't do spells against people. I freeze them, but I don't do spell. Yes, I got you with that. I don't do spells against people. I never have. Well, I take that back. One time, shit, before I had kids, against two family members. And guess what? How do you shut down a reptile? I have no idea because I don't think you can. I think you have to raise your vibration, which means you have to think not from fear, not from anything. Don't look them in the eyes, but not from fear, not from anything. And I think you have to find your joy. The happier you are in your heart, they don't like that. They no bueno with that. So, I don't believe anything I'm seeing on the news. I'm sorry. I can't even discuss it because I don't even watch it. I don't even care what they're saying. COVID doesn't exist and now suddenly there's a war. So you figure out that. You ask yourself if that makes sense to you. That we were on lockdown for 2 years, hostage and slaves, and now there's not a word of it. Suddenly that's all gone and there's a war and a button that someone's going to push. Is the end near? There isn't one button, okay? Yeah, I don't believe any of it. I mean, I'm sure something's happening. I'm not saying that. But where's COVID? Because 2 weeks ago, they were yelling at me in places. I needed a vaccine card. I needed this. I needed that. Now, none of that? Really? Did they vaccinate half the population and so they're able to transcend the consciousness into inanimate objects, put us into goggles, and then have us fucking live like Elon Musk wants with a chip in our head? So they got enough people to preserve the human race, capture slaves, and to do that? Is that what that is? I don't know. I'm thinking it might be. So there you go. I've heard we're going to have a fake alien attack. I hope we have but Sloan, the babies are dying. I don't know if they're dying. I'm not there. I do not know what's going on because I am not physically there. I trust nothing. I don't look reptiles in the eyes or demons. I literally trust nothing. Okay. They told us, and I don't mean to reiterate this, Cuomo in New York, okay, whichever one that is in New York, the ugly motherfucker they wanted to give an Emmy to, was shoving ventilators into a closet while the former orange-haired president put naval ships out in the ocean or wherever the fuck off of New York for the sick people who were supposedly on ventilators, and Cuomo decided to let everybody die in the nursing homes while demanding ventilators that he said he didn't have enough of. But there's footage of Cuomo shoving them into closets. So I don't believe anything. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, I don't believe shit. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't even know if it's true. I'm not saying kids aren't dying. I think kids are dying every day of the week. They're being trafficked, murdered, and raped and pillaged. Those 2 little boys in Southern California, same thing. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not there. And again, I will remind you, Anderson Cooper was fine talking to some ex-presidential person in the street. How come he's not being blown up? Why isn't he getting blown up? Did he have a helmet on in case of shrapnel came his way? No. Yes, I know all of that. I'm just saying I don't believe any of it. I'm not watching it, so I have no clue. Sorry to sound ignorant. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to focus on what I can focus on, which is right in front of me, which y'all have been on my heel. You all are healing me. I'm so grateful that you even listened to me. I would turn my channel off at this point. But remember, so I'm so appreciative because I've literally had a nervous breakdown since since I've started this. I've literally had a fucking nervous breakdown. This channel, I mean, since Keithy died, it's been, and since leaving my marriage. I really, 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 really appreciate, and just ignore me. I'm going to film videos. I always lie about that. I'm trying to get my energy. I really, really appreciate. I'm literally healing by being a public mental patient. But I am telling you, I did get the download about ascending, and the ascension is joy. That's what they told me. So that's what I'm saying. So thank you all so much. And I don't watch TV, so I don't really believe any of it. I could be crazy and I may find out. Maybe they'll come here and blow us up. I don't think there's one button that anyone's going to be pushing. I'm just saying that. I just one button? Like, who's guarding this button? And how does the Russian guy have a button? What about Bush? Did Bush have a button, or does just the Russian guy? Is it Russia this again? I don't know. So, okay, good night, you guys. Thank you all so much. I truly appreciate you. I am going to go to Codependence Anonymous, though. Coda. I really think I need to go there. I think I'm a fucking codependent. I'm a codependent, so I literally have to go to Codependent Anonymous. Codependent. I feel like it is a distraction. Exactly. Oh my God. No, I think it does. I think I need to hear that. I'm going to look it up right now. I'll let you know how that goes. I'm going to tell you how my meetings go. I'm going to try to find meetings with Coda. Serious. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to fix this. I will sleep well. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.